Janet, is Susan back already?
Oh, what's going on? It's unusual for you to drop me a line at this hour.
No, there's something I really need to talk to you today. I thought it might not be a good idea to talk to you when Susan is around.
Is it something you don't want your daughter to hear?
Well...
Susan won't be home for a while. It's her college graduation ceremony today. I think she'll go back to her apartment after graduation.
Oh, I see. So she's graduating, huh?
It should be over by now. She's probably taking pictures with her friends.
I'm sure Susan must be deeply moved by the fact that her college life is coming to an end.
I guess so. She worked hard, didn't she? And now that she's found a job, she said she's going bowling with her friends to celebrate her graduation, so she'll be home late.
I see. You're staying home, aren't you?
Well, I'm home now, but I have to prepare dinner.
Anyway, I'm gonna be home early today. I'll probably be there by 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock? That's a lot earlier than usual. Is work okay? You've been working a lot of overtime lately, saying you're busy.
I have something important to talk to you about. So I'm going home early today, even if I have to push myself a little.
What's so important? What is it?
I'll tell you in person when I get home. I think it's better if we talk face to face.
Is it really that serious? I'm getting worried.
No, don't worry. It's more than serious, it's important.
What? I'm a little scared.
Just make sure you are home.
Okay.
I'll see you later.
Take care. Mom, I think we're all going to the bowling alley now. I haven't bowled in years. I'm not sure I'll be able to throw a bowling ball properly. As I recall, the last time we went bowling was when you were in elementary school. By the way, how was your graduation ceremony? Were you impressed? Yeah, it was very moving. I took a lot of pictures with my friends and teachers. It was a day to remember. That's great. About what time are you coming home? Let's see. We'll probably all go out to dinner after bowling. It'll probably be closer to 10 p.m. I see. Have fun with your friends, but try not to stay out too late. Okay. Do you need a ride? Do you know how to get there? No problem. I have a friend who's going there together. We're gonna catch a cab and split the bill. I'll just give the driver the address. I mean, you're busier than me tonight. You should focus on that. Okay, thank you. So, how's it going over there? Yeah, it's kind of... Dad called me and said he wanted to talk to me when he got home. Well, I can guess what it is, but... Yeah, me too. But in a way, it's good to save the trouble, isn't it? I guess so. I'll keep that in mind. Well then, come home safely. Okay, thanks. Don't take it too hard, Mom. I'll be fine, don't worry. All I have to do now is talk it over with your father. You're so strong, Mom. I have to learn from you. Thank you, Susan. Have fun. Thanks, Mom. See you later. Okay, see you later. It's already 6:30. I thought you were coming home by 6. What happened to the important thing?
I decided to text you about that.
Oh, I thought you were going to tell me in person. Well, I don't really care either way.
I'll tell you then.
Okay, I kind of know what you're going to say, but what is it?
Divorce me. I want you to let me go.
What do you mean, let you go?
Susan graduated from college today, and she's going to live alone in an apartment, right?
That's right. So?
Susan's going into the workforce, which means I've fulfilled my parental duty.
What are you trying to say?
If she's going to move out of her parents' house, there's nothing more I have to do for her.
I'm not sure about nothing, but we can relax a little.
When I think about it, from now on, I have to work just to support you as you become an older, ugly lady. And I feel empty about my future.
You're going to be an ugly old man too, you know.
Now I'm talking about you. To put it bluntly, the thought of having to live with an old hag turns me off.
That's a horrible thing to say. Is that how you really feel?
Yes, I do. Anyway, I want to be free. I want to be free from my obligations as a parent and a husband. I mean, Susan left, and you can stop being a mother too, so get the hell out. That's what I mean.
Well, it's up to me whether to stop being a mother.
That's why I said it turns me off. I'm not interested in some useless old hag.
Oh, you were talking about some young pretty girl at work. You're active and all, but you're definitely mistaken. Think of the trouble you'll cause her and your age too, you know.
I'm not thinking about making a move on her.
Really?
Just divorce me. Our 22 years of being in a broken marriage is over. The kid's on her own now, and you get out.
Okay. Then divorce is final.
Well, is that okay?
You don't want to live with me, right?
Yes, but isn't that a little too easy?
I don't like that about you either. And I've been thinking about getting a divorce for a long time.
Huh?
I'll leave you right now as you wish.
No, I didn't say right now.
The movers are here.
What? Wait a minute. What do you mean, movers?
Actually, the movers have already started getting ready. It's so convenient now. If you pay extra, they'll do it even at night.
Huh?
Thank you for everything.
So, you were ready to move out?
Yes, I was. You can't even do a single household chore. I thought you would complain if I told you I was leaving. I'm glad you're the one who brought up the divorce.
What?
Oh yeah, I have to tell you this.
What is it?
You two get the hell out of this house.
Huh? Why should I?
This house is scheduled to be torn down.
What? What are you talking about? I'm the owner of this house.
That's my line. The landlord is my brother.
What?
My brother was transferred overseas 20 years ago, and he had to vacate the house for a while. So we were paying him a reasonable rent.
That's right.
Perhaps you forgot? My brother and his family are coming back to the US after his overseas assignment. But this house is getting old, so they decided to rebuild it and live in it. The lease expires at the end of this month.
What? The end of this month? That's so soon.
That's why the movers are moving my stuff out. I know you're busy with work, but please get ready for the move as soon as possible.
No. Wait, Janet. That's too much too soon. Are you sure you're okay with that? We've been a couple for 22 years.
You said our marriage is broken. You said that yourself. Well, I'm busy. I gotta go. Bye.
Seriously.
Sorry, Mom. I was chatting with my friends and look at the time. Don't worry about it. It's a special day. Are you going to be home soon? We just broke up, so I'm going to take a cab to my new place. Okay, take care. Thanks. It was the best bowling I've had in a long time. Well, I got the lowest score, but wow, it was a lot of fun. I'm glad you had fun. Now that the graduation ceremony's over, it's important to spend time with friends. Speaking of which, I think my dad called me several times while we were bowling. The number of incoming calls was crazy. You didn't answer? Yeah, I was so busy playing that I didn't notice. And there was a text at the end. Mom left. I'm getting a divorce. Please help me. Oh, wow. He's the one who asked for a divorce. I've left it unread for now. Got it. Well, I'm going to do some minimal unpacking. You've already moved all your stuff? Yeah, I've reduced my stuff as much as possible. And it's only a 30-minute drive from my old house. I see. Well, I'll see you later. Okay, take care. I'll help you when I get back. Thanks, but I'm all set. All I have to do now is clean up a little bit. Really? But Mom, take it easy. Yeah, I'll get some rest after I clean up. Well, I think my cab is here, so I'll see you later. Okay, take care. Thanks, Mom. Bye. Bye, Susan. I'll talk to you later.
Janet, I need to talk to you. Hey, you're just hanging around the house, right? Don't ignore me. Pick up the phone.
I thought I hadn't heard from you in a while. You're as bossy as ever. What do you want?
Why aren't you coming?
Huh?
I gave you the address where I'm moving to. I've been waiting for you over a month. I even kindly sent you a map. Why aren't you coming?
Oh, you mean on WhatsApp? I was wondering what you want after sending me the address. What did you mean?
Why aren't you coming to do the housework?
Yes? Housework? Who's going to do whose chores?
Who else is there but you to do my housework? Housework is a woman's job. Actually, I'd ask my mom, who's good at housework, but she's in a nursing home, so you'll have to do it.
I don't understand.
You know, you've been with me for 22 years, and you've managed to keep it together despite my constant criticisms. But you just forgot about it as soon as you got divorced. I'll discipline you one more time, so come back here every day starting tomorrow.
Are you crazy?
What the hell?
We're divorced, remember? So we're strangers now, aren't we? It's pretty rude to discipline a stranger, don't you think?
What are you talking about? You were my wife.
I was your wife. It's the past. I'm not obligated to do housework for you.
That's absurd. I'm telling you that housework is a woman's job.
You are so old-fashioned. Housework is something that both men and women should do together, regardless of gender.
I'm busy with work. You should do the housework.
That was acceptable when we were married. We're divorced now, so your argument doesn't hold water. Besides, I'm working too.
Work? You? Huh? What are you talking about? You were just fooling around with your computer at home every day.
I was working on my computer. You made fun of me, saying it was all just for fun. But I was making as much as your salary.
Oh, I thought I was the only one financially supporting our family.
Well, you left me in charge of the family finances. You left all the housework and childcare to me, even though we were both working. You were all talk, a useless man.
Who is the useless man? Anyway, my house is in trouble right now. Just come and do chores.
You know, how many times have I told you and I are strangers now?
We're an ex-couple.
But we're just strangers now that we're divorced. If a stranger does the housework of another person's home, that's a housekeeping service or housekeeper. It's a paid job. Therefore, I am not your housekeeper, and I have no intention or obligation to do housework for you.
That's enough. Then I'm going to ask Susan to do it for me.
Huh? Why are you asking her to do it?
She's my daughter. If I tell her that as a father, getting her ready for married life, I'm sure she would appreciate it.
I don't think so. She is busy. She has a job in her own life. She doesn't have time to do housework for you.
That doesn't matter. She's my daughter, and I'm sure she'll do it to thank me raising her. Besides, she is a kind girl, unlike you. If I tell her I'm in trouble, she'll be here right away.
Don't bother her. She has her own life to lead.
Kids have to take care of their parents.
You're not old enough to ask a kid to take care of you. I'm sure doing your own chores will help you grow up.
Growing up? I don't need that. I'm working. I don't have time for housework.
Then why don't you hire a housekeeper? Why don't you just pay a professional to do it?
I'm not spending money on that.
Then you'll have to do it yourself.
I'll call Susan.
Don't do that.
Susan, I need to talk to you. Is now a good time?
What's up, Dad?
You know your mother left recently.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm renting an apartment and living alone. To be honest, I'm having a bit of a problem. There's no one to do the housework and the house is a mess.
Oh, so?
I could use a little help around the house.
What do you mean?
Like cleaning, laundry, and a little bit of cooking.
No.
What? That was quick.
Why are you asking me to do this?
You're my daughter.
You want me to come do your chores just because I'm your daughter?
That's right.
I can't.
Why not? Since your mother's not here, you, my daughter, have to do the housework.
Why don't you just do it yourself?
Nope. Housework is a woman's job.
How can you say that so openly in this day and age?
Men should go to work and women should stay home and do the housework. You two need to learn housework now, so that your future husband won't be appalled when you get married someday.
I can do housework.
Oh, I see. Then there's no problem if I ask you to do the chores starting tomorrow.
I said no. You're forgetting that I'm working now.
All you have to do is drop by after work and do a little housework. And where I live now is small, so cleaning should be easy. You just have to prepare meals for one person. It's easier than the house we used to live in.
If you think it's easier, you can do it yourself. Either way, it's physically impossible.
Physically?
I'm about to finish my training for new employees at the company. I've been assigned to a branch office in another region.
What? I thought you started to live alone in an apartment near the company.
The company prepared that place for employee training, and it's a kind of accommodation until the company decides where to assign me.
You mean you're going to move farther away from here?
That's right.
Really?
By the way, I'm taking Mom, who is temporarily living in an apartment with me.
Huh? Why?
Well, she's a web designer who can work from home. Now that she's single, she can live anywhere she wants to. She can move much easier.
But that doesn't mean you have to take her with you.
The main reason is to get Mom away from you. I don't want you to be pressuring her to remarry or stick around for the purpose of free housekeeping.
I would never do that.
You've been pestering her to come and do housework for you, haven't you?
No, I just thought that since we're an ex-married couple, it'd be okay if she did the housework.
You've got it all wrong. Anyway, we don't take care of you anymore. Especially for you who doesn't appreciate someone doing the housework. Mom and I will never give you a hand.
Susan, could you clean up my room a little bit?
Huh?
I don't know how to take out the trash. And, it's all messy and I can't even see the floor of my room.
If it's how to take out the trash, why don't you just ask your neighbors?
I don't want people to think I'm doing housework even though I am a man.
Then why don't you look it up on the internet?
I'm not good at using the internet.
All right. Then you'll have to live in a dirty room for the rest of your life, won't you?
Huh?
Bye.
Susan, wait. Just come and clean it.
You're so persistent. I don't want to.
You're the only one I can count on.
I have my own life. I don't live for you.
But what am I going to do without you? Mom won't even deal with me saying I'm a stranger once we're divorced.
Then hire a housekeeper.
I'm not willing to pay for housework. A wife or daughter does it for free.
That's enough. I feel like I'm wasting my time talking to you.
Excuse me?
Don't contact me again. Bye-bye.
Hey, Susan.
After that, my ex-husband never learned his lesson and kept harassing me and my daughter with messages, begging us to come clean the house and do the laundry. No matter how many times we refused, he showed no sign of giving up. So we both blocked him at the same time. After that, we were living happily. Then I heard that my ex-husband had been fired from his job. According to one of my ex-husband's colleagues who also knew me, my ex asked a young and beautiful female employee to go out, and even though she refused, he kept asking her. When his boss asked him why he did it, my ex-husband replied, "Because I wanted someone to clean the house." My boss didn't even get angry and was disgusted. My ex-husband looked for a job but didn't get a good one. He's now working part-time to make ends meet. I am wondering how far he is going downhill. I shrug my shoulders and have no intention of helping him at all.
Hey Heather, long time no see. How have you been?
Stella, what do you want?
Oh, come on. Am I not allowed to message you if I don't have business? You've been MIA for 5 years. I've been worried if you're even alive.
Don't worry, I'm doing just fine. So, what's up? If it's just to confirm that I'm alive, let's end the conversation here.
Hold on a sec. I reached out after so long, and you're giving me the cold shoulder? I'm your only sister, you know?
Sister? Who are you talking about? I thought we ended our relationship 5 years ago.
What?
I haven't forgotten that you snatched my fiancé. Stop mentioning that we're sisters.
Oh, wow. You're really persistent about that, huh? Still hung up on the past?
Maybe it's just the past for you, but I don't intend to forget and forgive.
You say I snatched him, but he was the one who made a move on me. It's not my fault at all.
Oh, please. You flirted around and seduced him. You guys exchanged numbers behind my back. The wedding date was already set, but he suddenly dumped me. When I pressed him for a reason, he said he switched to you. It was a huge shock. On top of it, I had to deal with the harsh reality of canceling the venue and explaining everything to people you know.
Speaking of which, you looked seriously depressed back then. I thought you might just disappear.
I really wanted to vanish at that time, but with encouragement from my family and friends, I somehow managed to pull through. You never apologized, but called me a loser and mocked me. So, I don't want to see your face, and chatting with you makes me sick.
Come on, don't be so uptight. I messaged you today because I have some important news.
What?
I'm pregnant.
Oh, with Mark's baby?
Nope, it's not his. We broke up a long time ago.
Wait, not his? Then who's the father? When did you get married?
We're not married yet. Got pregnant first, so the order got mixed up. Planning to get hitched soon.
So the guy isn't someone I know, huh?
Actually, you're quite familiar with him.
Who?
I'm pregnant with your fiancé's baby.
My fiancé?
Yep, Terry's kid is inside me.
Terry?
Shocking, right? Haha, sorry. I've snagged your fiancé again. But it's not my fault, you know. This time, too, he made a move on me for real. You'll let this go, right?
Well, if you wanted a baby, then it's a good thing, I guess.
Wait, aren't you feeling bitter?
Nope, genuinely, congratulations.
Hold up. I'm pregnant with your fiancé's child. And you're congratulating me? Seriously?
Well, I don't feel bad at all. I'm not engaged to anyone, so...
Stop it. Why do you have to act so tough? He's your fiancé, right?
Nope, he's not. He's nobody to me.
Geez, Heather, you're really peculiar. Pretending to be nonchalant when you're probably seething with jealousy inside.
Well, I don't have a reason to be jealous. By the way, why did you break up with Mark? You went to such lengths to steal him from me. You seem so into him. I thought you'd be married to him by now.
I got bored and dumped him.
Oh dear.
I was planning to marry him at first, but I lost interest as the time went by. He was your boyfriend, so I was into the chase. Once he became mine, the passion faded away. We split after about a half year.
You're terrible. So you didn't actually like him? You just picked him because he was my fiancé.
Obviously. Stealing from you had its charm.
Then you'll probably get bored with Terry soon, too. You're with him just because he's supposedly my fiancé, right?
Since I'm having a baby, I'm not going to ditch him. I'm already 28, planning to settle down by marrying him.
Uh-huh.
I feel bad for you that I'm the only one getting happy. Being over 30, it was probably the last chance for you to get married. But I snagged him.
I've always wondered, why do you keep going after my boyfriends? Since we were teens, whenever I dated someone, you'd meddle in. It feels like you've taken away so many of my boyfriends. Why?
It's payback.
Payback?
Yes. When we were in middle school, you stole my first crush.
Me? I have no recollection of stealing anyone.
I asked my crush out back then and got rejected. He said he liked someone else. That someone was you.
What the? This is the first time I've heard about this.
You don't remember? It was Jordan in the same class as you.
Jordan? Oh, I vaguely remember a boy with that name. Back then, I was so focused on club activities, and boys weren't on my mind. I was just friends with him. I'm sure we weren't dating.
You're so annoying. That means he had a crush on you.
Who knew? If he'd liked me, I'd be flattered, but he never said anything to me.
Doesn't matter. Either way, you took away someone I liked. Eye for an eye.
I can't believe this. You're still hung up on something from our childhood and kept harassing me for it.
Anyway, you took my guy first. I'm just getting back to you. Plus, I'm younger and way cuter than you. I absolutely have to get married before you.
Yeah, sure. Whatever you say. But the father of your child isn't my fiancé for sure.
You're still going on about that? It's time to face reality. You lost to me. By the way, my wedding's in a week. You want to come?
No, thank you.
Yeah, I thought so. Going to the wedding of an ex-fiancé would be too rough, right?
Are you inviting mom and dad?
I wish, but I won't. Ever since I snatched Mark, they've been cold to me. Even when I told them about my pregnancy and getting married this time, they were like, do what you want, and left me hanging.
Well, that's to be expected, right? They went through so much trouble when the wedding got called off because of you.
But Terry's parents are thrilled about our marriage, so even if they don't come, it's fine.
Won't it look weird at the wedding without the bride's parents?
Nah, just make up some excuse like someone's sick or there's an emergency, and it'll be okay. Anyway, good luck with searching for a new partner again. Well, at your age, it must be tough to find someone. The probability of leading a miserable single life forever is much higher.
I don't really need to do that anymore. Oh well, I'm busy too, so catch you later.
Hi, Heather. Have you found yourself a new boyfriend yet? I've already found my happiness, so don't worry, I won't snatch your boyfriends anymore. Relax and keep searching for your match.
Listen, Stella, can you stop bothering me about this kind of irrelevant stuff? I'm busy, you know?
Come on, who are you kidding? It's Sunday, no work, so you're free, right?
I'm busy even at home.
Hey, don't you remember what today is? It's my wedding day.
Oh, yeah, now that you mention it. Are you having a reception?
We're just having an intimate dinner with close family and friends. The ceremony was beautiful. It's a shame you couldn't make it. We had it in this cute chapel, and I wore a gorgeous wedding dress. I felt like a princess.
I'm glad it went well. I wish you all the happiness.
Are you seriously wishing me well?
Yep, I am.
Can't you be honest for once? I mean, I'm married to your ex-fiancé and having a baby with him. You must be kicking yourself over that, right?
I've said it before. He's not my ex-fiancé.
It's amusing you're still saying that.
Whatever. Is that all for today?
Nope. I found out the gender of the baby.
Uh-huh.
Don't you want to know?
I don't really care.
It's a boy!
Didn't ask, but okay.
When his parents found out it was a boy, they were ecstatic. They praised me, calling me the perfect daughter-in-law.
Getting praised for having a boy sounds like an outdated view nowadays, doesn't it?
Hey, can you not be nasty about it? They really adore me, you know. They thought Terry would never get married. They said, having such a beautiful daughter-in-law feels like a dream.
Oh, really?
You're pretty pitiful. Past 30 and still can't get married, can't have kids. That's like a loser's life.
I don't think happiness is solely about getting married and having children, you know? And you don't know anything about me. Don't go labeling me a loser.
Yeah, whatever. Enough of that sour grapes.
Listen, Stella. You seem to have it all wrong, so can I tell you the truth?
I said I'm done. Tired of hearing the losers lament. If you're so upset, why don't you find someone nice quickly? All right, I'm off to dinner now. I'll send you some photos from the wedding. Help me, Heather. Are you there?
Ugh, so noisy. Of course, it's you. What bragging are you up to this time? You've been silent since your wedding day. Didn't you say you were sending me wedding photos?
Not gonna brag, and I deleted all the photos. I want to forget about the wedding.
Why?
I've decided to divorce Terry.
What? Are you crazy? It's only been a month and you're already talking about divorce? Is it because you got bored with him as usual?
No, it's different this time. He's a problem, but his parents are even worse. I don't want to live with them in the same house.
Live with them?
There weren't any plans for that, but after the wedding, his parents completely changed. They said we should leave the apartment and move in with them since I'm their daughter-in-law now.
Oh, that sucks.
They were so sweet until we had the wedding. They never mentioned living together. So we rented an apartment and planned on enjoying our newlywed life. But Terry obeyed them and broke the lease of the apartment.
So now you're living with them?
Right.
But you're pregnant, so isn't it helpful to be with them? Terry's working and not at home, right? Having them around must be reassuring. You can have your mother-in-law take care of the housework.
No way! She says pregnancy isn't an illness and expects me to do all the chores. Even when my belly gets sore and I ask for a rest, she says pregnant women in her time used to work until the last moment before childbirth. I'm doing all the housework alone with this big belly. It's awful.
Wow, that sounds rough. His parents have some seriously outdated values, which is hard to believe in this day and age.
Did you know about it?
I mean, I was going out with him at one point, you know?
At one point? But you were engaged to him, right?
Never.
No way.
I've said it so many times. He wasn't my fiancé.
But you were definitely with him, right?
Yeah, but we broke up pretty quickly.
Broke up?
When I met his parents, I realized that they were old-fashioned, as you know. I saw Terry being under their thumb and I couldn't deal with it.
Seriously?
I was considering marriage at the time. Thank goodness I realized his true nature pretty early on. Even after we split, he and his parents couldn't seem to let go. They kept pestering me. It stopped only after I got a new boyfriend. I shiver to think what would have happened if I continued with him.
Oh God, why didn't you tell me this earlier? If he was that lame, I wouldn't have gone for him.
Oh, come on. We hadn't been in touch for a long time. When you messaged me after a while, you were already pregnant. It wasn't like I could just stop everything at that point.
What am I going to do? I absolutely don't want to live a life being bullied by in-laws.
Well, there's not much you can do. You were so desperate to snatch him away from me that you failed to see their true colors. It's all on you.
Oh God, I just remembered. Terry used to beam saying that you and I looked alike. Maybe he wanted to marry me because I resemble you?
That's highly possible. It's hard to say without asking him directly.
He was so fixated on you even after you broke up. I was just a replacement for you in his eyes. He doesn't truly love me. What a scumbag.
Hey, that applies to you too. You thought he was my fiancé and went after him. It goes both ways.
I'm leaving my in-laws and divorcing him. Can I stay at your place for a while? Even if I get a divorce, raising a child alone will be tough, you know. You need to help me.
Why should I help you?
Because you're single and have plenty of free time. Are you planning to be alone all your life? Living with a cute little nephew and a sister is obviously better.
I can't.
Why not?
Because I also have a child.
What?
Yes, I'm married and have a child.
You never told me. Who's your husband? Were you in a relationship with Terry?
I had broken up with him ages ago. I married a guy I met through work after that. We're a family of 3 now.
Oh my God. You didn't tell me about your marriage or having a child.
I tried to tell you the other day, but you didn't seem interested. Besides, I have no obligation to tell you.
We're family. Even Mom and Dad never said a word about it. I thought you were single all this time.
I asked them not to tell you about it.
Why?
You have a record of snatching away my fiancé. I didn't know what you'd do, so I kept my marriage and child a secret.
You're terrible. I've been going through so much pain. How could only you get to be happy?
Oh, please. You got married and are having a child, so you should be happy too, right?
Being controlled by in-laws? Yeah, right. We're sisters. Help me out. Even if it's just for a short time while my child is still young. Both Dad and Mom are cold to me, so I can't ask them for help. You're the only person I can rely on.
I'm sorry, but I'm fully occupied with my child. I can't take care of you. I mean, even if I had the capacity, I wouldn't help a trashy sister like you.
Ugh, what should I do then? Am I stuck with an unloving husband and bullying in-laws for the rest of my life?
Since you've chosen your partner, both of you should work together as a couple and do your best. Your in-laws are looking forward to having their grandchild, right? Oh, my kid just woke up from a nap. I have to go. Let's both do our best in parenting.
Wait, Heather. I apologize for everything I've done before. Please help me. Heather.
Stella asked Terry for a divorce, but he adamantly refused. Even the in-laws stated, after finally having a grandchild, we won't allow a divorce. So she continues to live with them, unable to escape. She had a healthy baby boy, but as expected, the in-laws have been interfering in childcare. I hear that she's on the brink of a nervous breakdown. I can't say I'm concerned about her, as it's her own doing. I only pray that her boy will grow up to be a decent man. As for me, I'm planning to return to work soon by sending my daughter to daycare. Although I've had a tough period due to Stella continuously stealing my boyfriends, it led me to meet a husband who genuinely loves me, and I'm blessed with an adorable daughter. Right now, I'm enjoying the happiest time of my life. My relationship with both my parents and my in-laws is excellent. I'd like to continue living my life, cherishing my family.
Wyona, hurry up and reply. Hey, you alive? If you're alive, respond. I know, maybe you're really... I'm here, what's up? Thank God, you took forever, so I thought something happened. Forever? It's only been like 10 minutes. The rule is to reply within a minute, especially if it's your childhood friend, even more so. I'm not constantly glued to my phone like you, a jobless person, so you should at least wait a bit. I just happened to notice and was able to reply. 10 minutes is pretty quick, you know. No excuses, within a minute. So, what's up? Huh? You didn't message me to lecture about replying within a minute, right? Oh, right. Hey, is it true you're getting married? Oh, you got my wedding invitation. Yeah, I'm getting married. So, I asked your mom about your fiancé's background. He's a freelancer making 6 figures a year. Seriously? I told her not to leak personal info without permission. And I hear he's hot. Being a freelancer sounds kinda cool too. What kind of work does he actually do? Show me a picture. What kind of woman does he like? No comment on personal info. Come on. Stop getting all excited the moment you hear good looking. He's going to be my husband, you know. Oh no, do you think I'm going to snatch him away from you? I get your concern, but come on, I'm pretty, you know. I know you are, but seriously, you're not going to steal your childhood friend's fiancé, right? Let's see. I have no intention, but you know, sometimes you feel destiny the moment you meet someone, right? I'm serious. Then tell me, it's not fair to hide it. You'll meet him at the wedding, so you can wait until then. No, it's the same thing if you tell me now or later. If I give you a vague answer, you'll keep bombarding me with questions. I'm super busy preparing for the wedding right now. Sorry, but I'll only reply when it's necessary. Might be more like an hour than a minute. But I'm alive, so don't hound me. No way! That's not how you treat your childhood friend. Hey girl! Wyona, hello? I want to see the face of your hot fiancé. I want to find out beforehand, not on the wedding day. I mean, having a beauty like me and your hottie meet on the day for the first time, that's going to be a disaster waiting, right? I think it's risky if we don't mentally prepare by seeing each other's faces in advance. Well, even then, if we feel fate for each other once we meet, I guess there's no helping it, right? So, just to lower that chance a bit and be mentally ready, I'm asking to see a pic of him. Oh, and make sure you show him my photo too. Or just let him know that I'm going to be the prettiest girl at the wedding. With that alone, I'm sure he'll be able to spot me. Send a pic over soon. It's unbelievable. One of my heels broke on the way. Wyona! Huh? Your shoes? I just got back home to change. I was wondering why you weren't here. This sucks. You'll probably arrive in the middle of the reception. Don't worry, I'll let the staff know so you can get in. Oh, darn it. I was supposed to have a fateful encounter with my destined one with my beauty. But I can't believe this. No way. Don't fish for guys at my wedding. Don't worry. It's not about fishing. It's about finding that instant connection with a destined partner, you know? And who knows, it might be the groom. Huh? I begged you so much, but you didn't send me a photo in advance. I don't know what will happen today, okay? I'll slap you. Seriously. Ooh, I'm scared. The bride shouldn't use such poor language. You have to keep a heart as pure as the white wedding dress. Then don't say things that'll upset me, okay? Anyway, I don't want you to make a scene. Okay. Oh my freaking god! The groom is like totally my type. No doubt he's my soulmate. I felt a spark and he's totally checking me out too. So the reception is happening right now, but the groom's outside the hall, so he must be going to the restroom. Alright, I decided. I'm claiming my destiny with him. Huh? What the heck is going on? Maya? I just checked the message you sent right in the middle of the reception. I thought you couldn't make it after all. What on earth are you doing? Oh, Wyona. You know, it turns out your groom seems to be my destiny. I'm eloping with him, just so you know. What are you talking about? I mean, I've already done it. Done what? I saw your groom while he was on the way to the restroom. Wait, seriously? What are you talking about? My groom is right here with me. Oh, please. What are you saying? I know you had to cancel the wedding because he disappeared. But you don't have to put on a brave face like that. Face reality, will you? Brave face or not, the wedding went off without a hitch. We're having the after party now. You're the one dreaming, aren't you? I'll just consider that a pitiful joke and let it slide. Anyway, I'll drop you a line occasionally, but don't interfere with our happiness, okay?
Wait, Maya?
He's mine.
Seriously, what's going on? I don't get it. Maya, you're pulling off something outrageous. The guy you eloped with isn't my groom. There's another wedding next door, and he's the other groom. Your parents have probably been trying to reach you. Things are getting crazy, so get back here ASAP. If you run away, it's only going to make things worse. Get back, explain, and apologize pronto. No W ticks. Did you block me? Maya, you told me to respond within a minute. When it's inconvenient for you, you ignore messages. Seriously, cut it out.
Wyona, help me. Look, please. I hope you can let us off the hook for compensation and all that. Like asking us to cover the expenses for the cancelled wedding. Don't you think that's just too much for the childhood friend and former fiancé? If you have any decency, you'll grant this wish.
Maya, why are you coming to me for help?
Why? After we eloped and got married, you used all your determination to track us down and serve us, right? You want us to pay for the cancelled wedding and compensation. It happened half a year ago, so let it go.
Did you actually check who served you?
Of course, it's you.
Take a good look. Widen those eyes and double check.
Jeez. Wait, what the... Who the heck is Sienna?
The ex-fiancé of the guy you snatched.
No, what are you talking about? He was your fiancé, right? Wait, is this a case of double marriage?
God, you're crazy. I guess the messages I sent on that day didn't get through.
Wait, what do you mean?
That day, there were 2 weddings happening at the same time. Listen, the person you snatched wasn't my groom. He was the groom for the other wedding, a woman named Sienna.
What? No way! Is this a joke?
You realize that his profession is different, right? He isn't a freelancer like my husband you were after. He's a freeloader living off his wealthy parents.
No. So is that why he's always at home? Not because he's working from home as a freelancer?
Didn't you realize your mistake in 6 months? Even the distinction between a freeloader and a freelancer seems pretty obvious.
But you know, I've been working part-time during the day, and at night I work at a bar. He told me we didn't have much money because we eloped, so we should work together for a while. I thought he was right, so I've been doing what he said.
Oh God, you should have noticed the mix-up early on by checking the groom's name on the wedding invitation.
Oh.
I'm still flabbergasted about that.
Wait, let me check real quick.
Check what?
OMG, you're right, different names.
Wait, did you just check the invitation now?
I've seen it before, but I didn't really remember.
Seriously? You had been saying all those things like you were targeting my husband from the start, and you didn't even remember the name? Your soulmate would be so disappointed hearing this, you know?
But like, if it's hot, the name doesn't really matter, right?
That twisted logic is what ruined you. Anyway, the one who had a fiancé snatched away wasn't me. It was a woman named Sienna. There's nothing I can do about the compensation, even if you complain or ask for help.
You're kidding! You're not going to help me?
Why would you even think I'd help? There's probably contact info on that document you received. I have nothing to do with this, so handle it on your own.
Wait, Wyona, get in touch with my parents for me. I can't reach them for some reason.
They sold their house and moved away.
What?
Your dad apparently quit his job too.
Why?
Well, that's because Sienna didn't allow them to pay for compensation on your behalf. Instead, she demanded they cover the necessary expenses for finding you guys. Mainly the investigation fee she paid for the private investigator.
A private investigator? You mean just to find us? Does it cost that much? No way, they shouldn't have to sell a house for that.
Well, maybe not for a one-time thing, but because it went on for a long time, it became a substantial amount. You guys were moving around, making it hard to find you, so the cost went up, hahaha. To cover those expenses, they had no choice but to sell their home.
So my parents, where are they?
They disappeared without telling anyone. I don't know their new address or contact information.
Then you really need to help me. Actually, this is all because of you.
What?
The root cause was you had a wedding on the same day as the other one. If you feel even a little responsible...
This is exactly why I didn't want to invite you to the wedding.
What?
Ever since I can remember, the minute you heard there was a hot guy around, you were ready to pounce and snatch him, even before seeing his face. I didn't want to be seen as the same as you, so I went to a high school with a dorm and then went to a university in another state without returning to my hometown. But it's tough to break free from ties between our families. My parents brought up the fact that our dads were in a senior-junior relationship at work, so I was pressured by your parents to invite you. But I never imagined it'd come to stealing someone else's groom and wrecking a wedding.
Wyona?
What do you mean, if I feel responsible? You are the only one who must take responsibility.
Wyona, don't be so upset. We've been friends for a long time, right? We fought and made up since we were kids. So let's just let this slide.
Impossible. I'm telling you, don't come to me for help anymore.
Seriously?
Don't cause trouble for my parents either. I've told them to call the police if you show up.
You're going too far. I have no one but you to rely on, you know? We're close childhood friends, right?
Nope.
Wait.
Goodbye. At this point, the eloping couple, who was already married, was discussing divorce since they got caught. However, Sienna, who had her fiancé stolen, wasn't willing to forgive them. It turns out that the marriage was a way to settle some family issues. Even though those issues were resolved in a different way, the elopement and the family matters were separate. From now on, they'll be working under 24-hour surveillance to pay up compensation. Especially for Maya, she earned quite a bit of anger from Sienna. Sienna told her, if seducing men is your pride, I know a perfect job for you. It seems like she's working in a rather unpleasant place. I received a letter from her describing her job in detail and seeking help, so I forwarded it to Sienna. It probably got a good laugh before being torn up and discarded. This is a story of Maya, who reaped what she sowed.
Tate. Where the heck are you? Get back to me as soon as you see this.
Sorry, I've been walking around nostalgic spots with my friend. I got so into the conversation that I didn't check my phone.
Where are you?
I just arrived at my parents' place. What's up?
Seriously, where the heck are you?
I told you, at my parents' place.
You're lying. I'm actually at their place now.
What? Why?
You said you were only staying here for the high school reunion, but when I asked your dad, he had no idea.
Well, I haven't gotten there yet.
Uh-huh.
Actually, I drank too much with friends last night and ended up partying all night, so I haven't gone there even once. I lied because I thought you'd worry if I told you this. I'm sorry.
Huh, I see. I had to get a hold of you somehow for an emergency, so I called all over the place, but nobody seemed to know anything.
It's true that I'm with friends.
Is this your friend?
How did you get this?
I had to ask around all our friends and find your whereabouts. This woman is the younger sister of Heidi's mom, right?
Oh really? I had no idea.
She sent the pic and a message saying I'm on a trip with my boyfriend to Heidi's mom. She got it right after I called, so she messaged me in a rush.
Jeez, I'm already busted. Oh well. So? Is that what the emergency is about? Darn right I've been having an affair with Alina in that photo. I prefer her who's younger and cuter than you. I'll divorce you, so don't meddle with us.
But regarding her, she hasn't returned to the room since stepping out to buy something, right? Do you understand what that means?
Alright, her stuff is gone.
She didn't know you were married. Moreover, she never imagined that you were the husband of her sister's mommy friend. She said she was deceived by being told you were a widow. I suppose she's already on the way back.
Ha ha ha, what a fool.
What do you mean?
Worrying about it won't help now since we're already deeply involved. Running away in a panic is ridiculous, ha ha ha.
She left because that was my instruction after discussing it with your dad.
Why did you do that?
It's unfortunate to involve her in our mess given the circumstances. We promised to talk later, and I asked her to leave for now.
What mess are you talking about?
Your mom passed away in the hospital. This is what I meant by the emergency.
Wait, I don't understand.
Her condition suddenly worsened around noon. Shortly after Rachel and I rushed to the hospital, she passed away.
Wait, I can't wrap my head around it.
I'm sure you're in shock, but let me ask you something. What the heck do you think you're doing at times like this?
But I didn't expect her to go so soon. She seemed to be stable, you know?
We were told recently that her condition could change suddenly at any time, right? Keeping yourself available for contact at all times is the least you could do, isn't it?
Well, but...
You couldn't be there for her final moments because you were seeing your mistress. Jeez. I'm beyond angry. This is just pathetic.
I'll be there soon. I want to see her.
A message from your dad. Don't come back. You are disowned. You're not allowed to attend the funeral. Never step into my house again. That's it.
Come on. There are a lot of things to do for the funeral arrangements, right? I'm the only son, so I have to take the lead and manage things.
Relatives are dividing the tasks, so it's not a problem.
Besides, if I don't show up at the funeral, it's not good for our reputation.
How shameless you are to say that without hesitation. You're tarnishing the image of your parents.
Please.
Also, I'm going to see a lawyer and start prepping for a divorce now.
Wait, let's discuss this.
When we got married, you said that if things went south and we couldn't function as a married couple, we would divorce immediately, right? I asked you over and over if that was really what you believed in. I didn't think I would be the one to act on it. Since that time, maybe it was inevitable that this future would eventually come.
But we have to think of our Rachel, so either way, I'm coming there.
Do you think I'll easily hand her over to you in this situation?
What do you mean? You've been living off of me until now. You know what will happen if I'm gone, right?
I'm capable of working and raising her by myself. Besides, my parents have said I can always come back home.
She loves me, you know?
But just now, she cried and said, I don't like Daddy. I want to be with Mommy.
No, I can't believe that.
I haven't said a word about the affair, but it seems like she sensed something in her own way. Kids are perceptive like that, you know? You did something as significant as that.
But I'm still her father. This is unacceptable to be separated so suddenly.
Well, when you decide on a place to settle, let me know. I'll send your stuff then.
Hold on.
I'm going to ignore all other contact from you, just so you know. I'll change the locks, so you won't be able to get in.
Let me at least speak to Rachel. Please, I'm begging you.
Look, the moment you had that affair, you pretty much lost the right to be her dad. Bye.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.
Hey you, I heard you're going on a honeymoon with my brother soon. Is that true? And to Cebu. Are you kidding me, you pig? Hey Lily, what's up with you texting me out of the blue and calling me a pig? Listen, I don't approve of your marriage to my brother, and there's no way I'm letting you two go on a trip alone. Look, Lily, I understand that you love your brother and feel lonely now that he's married, but we've already signed the papers. At this point, it's a bit late to say you don't approve or won't allow it. Maybe our parents accepted you, but I absolutely refuse. You're not fit to be his wife. Leave my brother right now. Lily. And can you stop casually calling me by my name? I'm not your sister, so don't treat me like one. I'm my brother's one and only sister. I'm the one who decides who's family. I didn't think I was treating you like a sister, though. By the way, on what grounds are you absolutely refusing this? Huh? It's my rightful authority. My brother and I are soulmates. Wow, that's quite the claim. But if you care that much about Elias, don't you think you'd want to support what he wants? What he wants? My brother would never want to marry you. Well, he did propose to me, though. That's because you brainwashed him. You made my precious brother feel like he wanted to marry you by mind controlling him. I didn't. I don't even have those skills. If I could do mind control, wouldn't I just use it on you too and make you accept our marriage? Whatever. I wouldn't fall for your brainwashing. I know your true colors ahead of time. What exactly are my true colors? What proof do you have to say that? You can tell just by being around you for a little bit. You just want to snag my brother, the elite businessman. He graduated from a top university and became a lilliger at a major company while still young. He got promoted with top marks among his peers and is respected by everyone. He's got 50 subordinates, gets to work earlier than anyone, and stays later than anyone else. Do you really think an average girl like you could get someone like my brother? I know Elias is amazing at his job. I'm really grateful that he makes time for me even though he's so busy. Grateful? You're just stealing my brother's valuable time. Ugh, it's so infuriating. If it weren't for you, he'd be able to focus more on his work. You just want to marry an elite businessman so you can show off to everyone. Isn't that just how you feel? That's not how I see Elias at all. Ugh, you're such a liar. Plus, our family is wealthy, so it's obvious you're just after the money. That's not true. Don't lie. Our family has had this land for generations, and we've got a ton of acres waiting for us back home. My parents own multiple condos, and just from the rental income, we live more than comfortably. Do you think someone who grew up in such a wealthy family could ever be understood by someone as ordinary as you? Sure, Elias's family might be wealthy, but he's never bragged about it, and he lives independently without relying on his family. He doesn't even like luxury. He lives a simple life, which is why we get along so well. I don't believe it. You're definitely just after the money and status. There's no way I'm letting you have a happy marriage. So if you understand, give up already and leave my brother. Gosh, I heard you were a handful, but I didn't expect this. A honeymoon in Cebu? That's way too bold. I'm the only one who should be going to such a beautiful beach resort with my brother. Cebu has crystal clear water and white sandy beaches. Every picture looks like it's straight out of a postcard. I always dreamed of snorkeling with him to see all the colorful fish and enjoying dinner at a luxury resort. Right, okay. There's no way I'll let someone like you go to such a place, you pig.
Boss, long time no see.
Eliana, how have you been?
Thanks to you, I'm doing great. Boss, you're going on your honeymoon tomorrow, right? The paradise of eternal summer. Oh, I'm so jealous. Enjoy Cebu.
Thanks.
I'm glad you found happiness, boss. Meanwhile, I'm still running the motorcycle club. It's pretty outdated nowadays, right?
Yeah, pretty much. By the way, can you stop calling me boss? Just call me Aurora.
But I can only call you boss. You're the best leader we've ever had. There's no way I could casually call you by your name.
Well, it's fine when it's just the two of us, but don't call me boss in front of others, okay? I'm trying to keep the fact that I was once the leader of a motorcycle club a secret.
I know, but you used to say the thing you hated most was hiding who you are, just because of what others think.
In society, there's a lot to navigate. Don't say things that make me sad, too.
Oh, sorry, boss. You're right. You left the club fully aware of everything. We all respected that decision, and here I am, bringing it up again.
Leaving the club just to get married? Some leader I was. I've always felt really bad about that.
What are you talking about? Sometimes it's necessary to compromise your beliefs so you don't cause trouble for others.
I really am sorry for what happened back then.
Oh, don't say that. Changing your beliefs for the sake of not bothering someone else, that's a valid choice too.
Eliana.
Everyone wants you to be happy, boss. We had a blast at your wedding.
Thank you. Really.
But you know, what we're most worried about is your husband's sister, Lily.
Yeah.
During the ceremony, her speech was super obvious about seeing you as her enemy.
Yeah, that's true.
At first, the speech started off normal, but then out of nowhere she suddenly said, "Since my brother chose you, I'll accept it for now, but deep down I don't really understand it."
Yeah, I know. That was the moment the entire room froze.
And it wasn't just the words, her expression. She was glaring at you with such obvious hostility that anyone could see it. During the speech, she kept staring straight at you, saying things with this underlying tone like, it's important to me that my brother is happy. But whether that happiness lasts or not is still up in the air, in this cold voice.
Yeah, that was pretty harsh.
And when she finished her speech and walked back to her seat, I totally caught her clicking her tongue at you.
Wait, she did that? I didn't notice.
Yeah, I couldn't believe my ears either. She didn't look happy about her brother getting married at all. But she didn't cause any big trouble or do anything directly, so I decided not to make a big deal out of it at the time.
I see.
That's why I'm keeping a close eye on her as a person to watch out for. I just want you to be careful, boss.
It's okay. She's probably got a lot of complicated feelings going on.
Well, she didn't do anything more than that at the wedding, so I'm not too worried. But seriously, you never know what she might try next, so just stay on guard no matter what. You left behind an important team just to get married. If you don't end up happy, it won't feel right to us either.
Yeah, I'll be careful. Thank you so much, Ileana.
No problem.
Lily, where are you?
Oh, Aurora, what's up?
Hey, that was you just now, wasn't it?
Huh? Whatever do you mean?
Don't play dumb with me. You followed me to the bathroom, knocked me out, and left me unconscious, didn't you?
You going to Cebu is totally unfair. That Cebu trip is for me and my brother. You can stay home, got it?
But knocking me out was completely unnecessary. Oh, the boarding tickets!
Too bad. I took them while you were unconscious. Sorry for hitting you just to get the honeymoon tickets. The plane just took off.
I will never forgive you for this.
Wow, how scary. But seriously, planes having Wi-Fi these days is so convenient.
Where's Alias? How is he?
Of course, he's with me. This is a trip for me and my brother. Don't you get it?
And he hasn't said anything about us switching places?
Well, he's definitely surprised, but it's fine. He even says the trip with me isn't so bad.
Elias has been contacting me a lot, and he seems really worried. I could tell him you knocked me out, you know that, right?
Go ahead and tell him if you want. But I didn't do anything. I just happened to be at the airport to see my brother off. I found the ticket by chance, thought I got lucky, and when I got on the plane, I just happened to be sitting next to him.
You literally said I took the ticket while you were unconscious, didn't you?
Well, you were knocked out, right? I picked up the ticket just a little while ago. So yeah, I got the ticket while you were unconscious. I didn't say I took it directly from you, did I?
You're really twisting things with your sneaky word games. Elias told me this. He was waiting for me while I was in the bathroom, but when I didn't show up by the last boarding call, he thought maybe we missed each other and I had already boarded, so he got on the plane. When I wasn't there, he waited in his seat and then you showed up instead. By the time he realized, the plane was getting ready for takeoff.
Well, that part is true, but now we're looking through a magazine together, deciding where to go in Cebu. Oh, and apparently he's having second thoughts about marrying you. He says he's happier going on his trip with me.
There's no way Elias would say that. Who would believe you? You're definitely going to regret this.
Huh? Why would I regret it? Too bad for you, but I'll be sure to bring you back a souvenir. Just stay at home and behave, okay?
I swear I'll never forgive you for this. Get ready.
Sure, whatever. Wow, Cebu is amazing. The sky is endlessly blue, and the palm trees are swaying in the breeze. It's exactly like something out of a tropical movie.
Oh, I see. Glad you made it safely. By the way, where's Elias?
Of course, he's with me. It's a trip for two. He was sleepy on the plane, so we didn't talk much. But I'm sure once he sees the blue skies of Cebu, he'll be wide awake.
I'm glad you seem to be enjoying Cebu. You won't be leaving there anytime soon, though.
Huh? What are you talking about? This trip is supposed to be 5 days, right? But honestly, living here with my brother wouldn't be so bad.
You keep going on about my brother, but where is he right now?
I told you he's with me. Wait, he's not here. Where did he go?
You're never going to see Elias again. Too bad for you.
What? Why isn't he here? He must have been tricked by someone bad and taken away.
No, Elias is already on a flight back home.
What?
He was so worried about me that he wanted to leave as soon as possible, but since it was a direct flight, he had to wait until the plane landed in Cebu. As soon as you arrived, he got on the first flight back.
Why would he do that?
He was so excited about this trip with me. He said he's been frustrated with you so many times, but you never listened. How can you twist it to think he was excited about this trip? You weren't even there. What do you know? For the record, I've known my brother way longer than you have. Well, of course. You've been with him since the day you were born. So yeah, your relationship is long. Exactly. I know my brother better than anyone. So don't act like you know him better than me, you newcomer. But the reality is, Elias is already on the flight home. He's finally had enough of you. Can't you see that? No, that can't be. Oh, wait. There he is. What? Looks like he just came out of the bathroom. Oh, so that's it. He probably had an upset stomach. I told him to hurry up and board or this would be a mess. What the heck? This is unbelievable. My brother actually left me behind. I was planning on enjoying the rest of the trip with him. I'm just glad Elias managed to get away from you safely. Huh? What do you mean, get away? I found him and waved, but he ignored me and got on the plane. He's not answering my calls either. What's going on? Like I've told you over and over, Elias is heading back to America. I thought he'd already boarded, but he said he was looking at souvenirs and got delayed. Why? Why would he abandon me? I'm his family. And when I tried to force my way through the gate, the security guards kicked me out. Well, that's no surprise. You're lucky that getting kicked out is all that happened. Hey, what am I supposed to do in Cebu now? Where am I going to stay? I don't even have any money. Hello? I don't have a ticket to get home either. You have to help me. Why should I help you? This is all your own fault. If you hadn't tried to brainwash my brother, none of this would have happened. I thought I'd finally broken him free from your control. Whatever. Well, take this time to cool off. Though I guess in the eternal summer of Cebu, that might be a bit hard. Damn it! Well, I win. Things aren't going to go your way after all. Huh? What do you mean? Well, I'm on a flight back to America right now. Ugh, no way. Did you really think I'd be stuck in Cebu? Serves you right. How are you getting home? Don't underestimate my people skills. I approached this rich-looking guy at the airport, and I borrowed the money on the promise I'd wire it to him once I land. Seriously? That's actually impressive. Now when I get back, I'll finally get my brother back. Just wait, Elias. I'll save you from her brainwashing. Man, you really don't seem to get it, do you? I'm back. I made it to America. Cebu was great and all, but there's nothing like the comfort of my home country. Oh, so you made it back. Are you upset that your honeymoon in Cebu got ruined? Well, that's your punishment for trying to steal my brother away from me. The honeymoon in Cebu got ruined? What are you talking about? It's only just begun. Huh? Elias and I are in Cebu right now. I followed you and got on the next flight to Cebu. Oh wait, no, but I saw my brother getting on a plane from the Cebu airport. Don't act all tough just because you're upset. It's embarrassing. If you're really in Cebu, send me a picture of you there. Wait a second. How are you and my brother in Cebu? After seeing that picture of us two together, I guess you had no choice but to believe it. No, you tricked me? Yeah, Elias and I worked together on this one. By the way, the person you saw boarding the plane, just a random guy. You mistook him for Elias. Too bad. No, no! I'm supposed to be the one going to Cebu with my brother. Wait, I'll just use the same trick again. You mean the one where you go around asking strangers at the airport for money? You got lucky once, but don't push it. I'm not giving up. I have to rescue my brother. Gosh, alright, then I'll send in the backup. Huh? Hey, what do you guys want with me? I thought I recognized you. You were at my brother's wedding, right?
So, you remembered.
Didn't you call Aurora boss or something? What's your relationship with her? Listen, this is kidnapping, okay? If I call the police, you'll get arrested. Are you sure you want that?
What about when you knocked Aurora out in the airport bathroom and stole her ticket? If we reported that to the police, you'd be the one getting arrested. You get that right?
Well...
Let's just agree to keep the police out of this. Instead of worrying about the honeymooners and Cebu, why don't we just have some fun on our own, huh?
Wait, are you brainwashed by that woman too?
Huh?
You call her boss and all that? It's not normal. Listen, I'll help you break free from her control. Both my brother and you are being deceived by that woman.
Gosh, you really have some issues. How obsessed with your brother do you have to be to come up with delusions like this?
It's not a delusion. That woman is trash. Her true self is absolutely horrible.
Trash? Horrible? Do you have any idea how much Aurora has done for us?
What?
She may try to hide it, but she was the former leader of a motorcycle club. Not just any leader. She was a big deal. Everyone in town knew her.
Oh, so she's just a criminal then, huh?
Yeah, she was tough. She could even beat guys in a fight. But to us, who had nowhere else to go, she taught us what it meant to have real comrades.
Really? That sounds exactly like something a brainwashed person would say.
She wasn't self-centered like you. She always thought of others before herself. She volunteered for soup kitchens and cleanups, did whatever she could for the locals. That's why the people in town respected her so much. We all decided to follow her lead. The only time she ever acted for herself was when she made one selfish decision. That decision was to leave the team and get married. So we all want Aurora to be happy. We want to make sure her one selfish wish comes true.
Well, so what? I'm just trying to protect my family, my brother. I could care less about your so-called camaraderie.
Yeah, I figured you wouldn't understand. That's why we're going to stop you from causing any more trouble. We won't let you bother those two anymore.
You! I care about my brother more than anything. I have to break him free from her brainwashing.
Well, we're trying to break you free from your delusions. We're almost at our destination, so just calm down.
What's going on? Hey, what was that video? There's no way my brother would say something like that. That must have been a fake.
As his sister, you should be able to tell. That was the real Elias, no question about it.
That video is a lie. You forced him to say it, didn't you? Him saying he's cutting ties with me?
Elias prepared that video just for this situation. He knew you wouldn't believe anything unless you heard it straight from him. That's why you recorded a video message.
No, you forced him to say that. You brainwashed my brother and now you're making him cut ties with me.
You knocked me out and tried to ruin the honeymoon. It's not surprising he'd decide to cut you off. You can understand that, right?
No, but it's no use talking to you. Let me talk to my brother. I can't reach him.
He already said he doesn't want to talk to you anymore. Just give up. Got it?
No, please, Aurora. I'm begging you.
I don't need you to treat me like a sister.
I'm sorry for taking the tickets, okay? I'll never do anything like that again. I'll even accept you as part of the family.
No thanks. I'll decide for myself who my family is. From what I heard from Ileana, Lily cried and begged them to let her go to Cebu. But of course, her plea was ignored. She tried to escape by force, but Ileana and the others restrained her. Eventually, she seemed to give up and calm down. As time passed, it seemed she gradually came to accept reality. And even after we returned home, she didn't try to contact us. However, losing her connection with her beloved brother must have been a huge shock. Rumor has it that she's now shut herself in at her parents' house, living like a shell of her former self. But it sounds like she's at least reflecting on her actions, and I truly hope she recovers and gets back on her feet soon. Elias and I had the time of our lives on our honeymoon in Cebu. If it hadn't been for Ileana and her team, I'm sure Lily would have caused more trouble. And I'm incredibly grateful for everything they did. I feel so fortunate to have such amazing friends, and I'm truly happy.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.
Mom, the wedding reception is at the Central Hotel, right? It seems like no one has arrived yet. And when I asked the hotel staff, they said there's no wedding scheduled today.
Mom, are you referring to me by any chance?
Oh, sorry for suddenly calling you Mom, but Dad married you and you're officially my stepmom now. I'm thinking of calling you Mom from now on.
Ew, please don't.
Excuse me?
Being called Mom by a stranger feels weird. And seriously, you weren't even invited to the wedding. It's hilarious that you're so eager to come though.
What do you mean a stranger? We've just officially become a family, right?
Stop that. Calling us a family? I feel sick.
But you're married to my dad now, so that makes you my stepmom, right? And maybe it was a bit sudden for me to call you Mom, but denying that we're a family is a bit much.
Oh, shush. Those titles don't matter at all. To me, you're just a stranger. That's why I lied about the location to you. What? While you were in the bathroom, the whole family moved to the real venue. You're at the Central Hotel, right? Yeah. You said the reception will be here. You got tricked. How silly. Tricked? Why would you do that? I'm heading there now, so can you tell me the location? No way, I'm telling you. But it's weird for a daughter not to show up at the wedding. I hope someone notices and lets me know. No one's going to care if you're here or not. I told your dad and all the relatives that you had something else to do. Jeez, going that far? Plus, you're not part of our family. Excuse me? What do you mean by that? I don't have a blood relation with you, but I'm my dad's daughter by blood. Not being related by blood makes us strangers. Since you're not a family, get out of our house. What? We're going on our honeymoon tonight, so you better be gone before we come back. Are you kicking me out of the house? Well, obviously. The house where you used to live with your dad, we've decided to use it just for me and him. You, who have no blood relation, gotta go. You've suddenly become a different person. I thought things were going to be okay for us. For the past 6 months, I've been incredibly patient. Your dad said he wouldn't remarry unless you agreed. I was desperate to get on your good side, but we've already tied the knot and finished the ceremony. Now, you're a nuisance. Get it? That's how it was. So were you just acting all this time? You're just a stranger now. No need for me to bother anymore. You're gloating, but do you really think it's okay to kick me out like this? Of course. It's decided by me. That house is mine now. Once I married your dad and became his wife, I have a say in who lives there. What do you think Dad will say? Did you discuss it with him? It's fine. He's my husband now. He won't go against me. I'll have him wrapped around my finger. Yeah, well, he might just be like that. He's an optimist who avoids trouble, you know. Oh, you get it. That's why he won't divorce me. You've graduated high school, so learn to be independent. Pay through your college yourself. I've been quite independent, you know. Oh, whatever. You're just blowing smoke. In reality, you're leeching off your dad, you parasite. Stop relying on him forever. His money is mine now. I have priority over you. You've been living off him and getting spoiled, being just the two of you. But it's a big mistake to think you can have it all to yourself. Learn the harshness of the real world from now on. What are you talking about? I think it's you who's a parasite. I've never thought about leeching off him or making his money mine. You're the one who's immature and doesn't seem to understand the harshness of the world. See, that's what I mean by getting carried away. You're such a brat, going against someone older. You just want to hog this mansion all to yourself, don't you? Could be. At least things are going to be a lot more fun around here once you're gone. I get it now. That was your goal, huh? Of course. I've got the mansion now, so you're out of here. No longer needed. I've taken care of you until now. Be grateful. Only been half a year. I was cooking for you all this while. Well, I'm hiring a new helper, so it's all good. I want this fancy house to be my castle without you around. Your dad's usually out working, so having a huge place all to myself is awesome, you know. I'll toss your stuff as soon as we're back from the honeymoon. If you don't want that, you better leave tonight. Wow, you're really going that far. So, you're serious about kicking me out. Did you check with Dad about this? Post-approval would do. Just get out, okay? If you're gone, he'll have no choice but to accept. You're 18, right? An adult stepchild is nothing but a nuisance. Be independent already. Parasite out! I think I'm more independent than you think, you know. I wonder which one of us the real parasite is. It's obviously you. Shut up, you useless trash that can only be a nuisance. I didn't expect you to go that far. You were thinking of me as trash or a nuisance all this time we were living together. Hell yeah! Even though it was to secure my marriage with your dad, being with you was seriously irritating. Now that I'm the official wife, I'm finally liberated from stress and feel amazing. Oh, I see. I was excited when Dad decided to marry you. I thought we could become closer as a family. That's why I wanted to call you Mom once it became official. I feel stupid for thinking such a frivolous thing.
See? You're an idiot. A daughter who isn't blood related is just a plain nuisance. It's common sense, but you just don't get it. Instead, you're dreaming away all carefree. That's seriously nuts.
Okay, understood.
Then disappear right away. An unrelated stranger, get out. The house is only for us family members now. Don't show your face around here again.
Got it. I'm done. I'll leave tonight as you wish. I won't attend the reception, but head home and sort out my stuff.
Should have done that from the start. I'm feeling fantastic, finally. Now we can cut down on living expenses.
But let me just say one last thing.
Go ahead.
Don't come crying to me.
What? Are you kidding me? That's my line, you know. Bye-bye, nuisance. Your CEO dad's mine now. Remember that you are a stranger to us.
Sure. Thanks for everything.
Rachel, I want to ask you something, sweetheart.
Yeah? Who's this?
It's me, Holly, your mom.
My mom passed away, and her name wasn't Holly. You got the wrong person.
I married your dad 10 years ago. I'm your stepmom, sweetie.
So basically you're a stranger. Could you not get all familiar and call me sweetie?
Then, Rachel, anyway, I need to ask you something.
What is it?
Don't play dumb. What's going on? You've been in the news.
Oh yeah, it aired today, didn't it? Totally slipped my mind.
Seriously, what's going on?
If you saw the news, you already know, right? Exactly what you saw, but it's none of your business.
Not only that, your dad says something odd to me. Our monthly expenses have been falling short. He's been dipping into savings, but finally they ran out. We can't cover this month's expenses. When I asked why, he said it was because I kicked you out. What does he mean?
You're asking this now? I mean, if you put 2 and 2 together, you'd probably figure it out already.
Just tell me.
In short, I've been supporting both of you for the past 10 years.
What?
You know his personality, right? He took over the company from my grandfather, but he lacks the skills. He's overly optimistic and thinks everything will fall into place on its own, but it doesn't.
Really? But he's the CEO.
Even so, if run by someone like that, the business won't grow at all. It hasn't been performing well, and employees have been leaving in droves. It's a miracle it lasted this long since then. I gave it 3 years.
OMG, I had no idea. More importantly, you started a company when you were in university, right? You're the CEO of a multi-million-dollar business now. Not only that, you were apparently famous even in high school. You inherited your mom's intelligence and were a genius high schooler who won math Olympiads and prestigious awards, right?
Sure.
You never mentioned it. Why didn't you tell me?
There was no need. And besides, you never asked, did you? We were just friendly on the surface. Neither of us delved into deep conversations.
And you were making a ton of money even back then. Isn't it all thanks to your dad?
Not at all. After Mom passed away, I made a point to study and thrive on my own. He was pretty hopeless, so I supported him.
What? You supported him?
Using the money I made from my part-time job, I invested in Forex and made big profits. I even used it up to help his company. But when the backing disappeared, and it was just him and you, it's no wonder you couldn't sustain yourselves. You misunderstood, thinking he was a wealthy CEO and squandered money like water. As for him, he's full of pride. He couldn't come clean about not making his own living, and not only that, about his debt.
Debt?
Yup. He's just living off appearances and is drowning in debt. He can barely use his salary freely. He acted all generous in front of you and spent borrowed money lavishly. And now, here you are. There's nothing I can do about it.
OMG!
He silenced me from telling you that I was providing for the family. I planned to tell the truth once you guys were officially married and we bonded as a family. But it's been 10 years since I was kicked out. It's a good opportunity to completely cut ties now.
What do you mean?
Remember what you said at your wedding? A non-blood related daughter is just a nuisance. A nuisance should just pack up and leave. I did exactly as you said. And for the past 10 years, I've invested my own money into building my success through entrepreneurship. I plan on continuing this lifestyle, so even if you come to me crying for help now, it's useless, you know.
Oh, don't say that. You're making millions, right? Then our living expenses are just peanuts for you. You can at least share a bit with your parents, you know.
I don't have parents.
Come on, you know better. Even if you refuse to recognize your stepmom, your real dad's in trouble.
I consider my only real parent to be my deceased mother. My dad had this attitude as if it was my responsibility to support the company and family. He was way too optimistic, and his sense of money and lifestyle were completely in shambles. When I was kicked out by you, he didn't stand up for me at all. He's not someone I can respect as a parent or even as a human being, so I won't be providing any financial support to him in the future. You have to figure out your own livelihood.
Fine, but then at least help us with the house repairs.
Why?
It's your family home. You know, it was inherited from your grandpa and it's falling apart. We've been told it's becoming dangerous to live in without repairs. It's also the house where you spent your childhood, so you must have some feelings, don't you? So cough up the money.
That too, remember what you told me?
What?
You said that house was already yours. Whether that's objectively correct or not, I have no attachment to it anymore. Well, if I may offer a piece of advice, it'd be better to sell it before it becomes inhabitable. Considering it's an old house, repairs might cost a fortune.
What? Sell it? What are you saying? Where would we live then?
That's no longer my concern. I'm just a stranger to you, you know. Even if you get a part-time job, all your earnings will go into just paying for utilities and maintenance for that house.
Are you serious? Wait, I won't get a part-time job. I want to be a full-time homemaker and then enjoy my life.
Oh, I see. Then sort it out with my moronic dad. I won't offer any assistance. After all, it was you who kicked me out, so there.
Okay, fine. I'll apologize for what happened 10 years ago. That's better, right? So come back.
Excuse me?
We'll make up, okay? Come back here and let's live together.
What, are you crazy? That's a joke, right?
Joke? What do you mean? I'm dead serious, you know.
Well, let me be serious too then. There's no way I'm coming back and living with you guys.
Why not?
You told me to get lost like I was some total stranger. You even demanded I leave on the same day. It was incredibly tough, you know. Sure, I was making money through Forex trading, but as an 18-year-old college student without any parental support, it was extremely challenging. I pushed myself hard, thinking if it meant cutting ties for good. For 10 years, you never reached out once, but now you found out I was successful in my job, and you come crawling back, demanding I pay for living expenses and house maintenance. It's nothing but a joke. Ha! I have no intention of returning ever again.
Hold on, you're being unreasonable. We're a family, right? I apologize for the way I spoke to you. Can't we just move on?
Nope, we can't. Your apology doesn't change what you did. I don't consider you family anymore. And I want to sever ties with Dad too.
If you're Dad? Don't say that. We're your parents after all. If we keep going like this, we'll drown. Please help us.
Geez, don't try to play the family card now. It's too late for a stepmother who despaired her stepchild to change the color. Seeking help now is pointless, you know.
Come on, let's start over and be a true family this time. We were getting along fine, weren't we?
Only on the surface. Have you finally realized that you've been strangling yourself? From now on, I wish you guys the best of luck in your impoverished lives. I'm going to keep growing and thriving. Enjoy watching me succeed on TV while you stew in regret. Holly and Dad kept asking for financial support. I ended up blocking them. Then, a few weeks later, news broke that he embezzled money from his company. His savings were gone and he couldn't get any more loans, so he ended up dipping into the company's funds. He was forced to step down as the CEO, and the COO took over. Unfortunately, due to poor business conditions, the company went bankrupt. Dad now not only carries personal debt, but also the company's debts. The house he inherited from his dad was sold off, and Holly and he moved into a rundown apartment. Holly had no choice but to take up a job she so despised. They are now stuck in extreme poverty and a debt nightmare.
Lily, can I have a word?
Sam, I just finished and I've just taken out the beer. What's wrong?
Well, have you thought about what we talked about last time?
Is it from the other day?
It's about my mom.
Oh, you mean about moving in together? To be honest, I can't come to a conclusion. I understand that your mother will be lonely being left home alone, but I'm not sure about moving in with her. I can't make up my mind.
That's right. I understand what you're saying. You come from different backgrounds, so it's natural that you struggle to make your decision.
It's not that I don't like your mother or anything.
I know. If my dad were around, I wouldn't have thought about moving in with her either. I would have chosen to live just with you without thinking about it.
Really? I appreciate you thinking that.
I just didn't expect to lose my dad so soon. Sometimes when I look at Mom, she looks so sad. When I think of her living alone for the rest of her life, it makes me sad. I'm her only son, so I thought maybe I should move in with her.
Yeah, I understand. I know how you feel. You are a very responsible person, more than anyone else.
But if you really don't want to, I won't force you. I respect your feelings.
Thank you. If you're willing to say that much, I'll move in with you and your mother. Just like you respect my feelings, I'd like to treasure your feelings too. I can feel your kind heart towards your mother.
Lily, are you sure about this?
Yes, I think I'll be fine because you are with me. And of course, I want to get along with your mother too.
Thank you. I'm sure Mom will be happy too. Are you at work, Lily?
Oh, Susan, I took a day off to clean up the house. We're about to move out soon.
Lily, just because we have a big house doesn't mean you can bring all your trashy stuff here. Please don't do that.
Trashy stuff? That's a bit rude. But I can't throw things away, so this is a good opportunity for me. I will carefully select my belongings and get rid of what I don't need. Thank you for your advice.
I'd really appreciate it if you could do that. By the way, Sam just told me. I heard from him that you've decided where you're going for your honeymoon.
Yes, we have. With the pandemic, we decided to have our honeymoon domestically.
That's great. Just being able to travel is good enough.
We're planning to go to New York.
New York is so nice, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? You can get a taste of history and see the most advanced city in the world. I'm looking forward to do some shopping as well.
I can imagine. I can't stop imagining how exciting New York would be. I've decided to come along with you.
Huh? Are you serious, Susan? You're kidding, right? This is our honeymoon.
I know. Is there a rule that someone else can't join a honeymoon?
No, there is no rule. Isn't a honeymoon generally only for newlyweds?
Generally, right? My husband has already passed away. Let's just make it irregular.
But
what? You're so mean, Lily. Is there some kind of inconvenience if I go?
No, it's not like that, but... Does Sam know about this?
I haven't told him yet, but Sam is a kind boy, so I'm sure he'll agree to it. He only told me the flight time and the hotel you're staying at. I made my reservations as soon as I could. I'm so excited. It's been years since the last time I visited New York.
What? You have already made the arrangements?
Yes, I have. Well, make hay while the sun shines, right? I booked a different room from yours, so you don't have to worry.
Of course, but that's not the point.
I don't like the way you say it. It's as if I'm not allowed to go on vacation.
It's not that you're not allowed to travel. It's our honeymoon. I want to enjoy the trip just with my husband.
You don't have to be that fussy. You're petty, aren't you? Besides, we're going to live together anyway. What difference does it make if we're traveling together or not? Stop whining about it. You're a complainer.
I understand. You have already made the arrangements, right?
Yes, I have. Again, make hay while the sun shines, right?
Well, I don't have a choice.
I don't like the way you say it. I'm fine as long as I can go with you.
Hey, Sam. Are you at work right now?
Yeah, I'm at work, but I can still text you.
Good.
What's going on?
I just got texts from your mother and she said she's going on a honeymoon with us.
Huh? Really?
Yeah, and she's already booked the same airline tickets and the same hotel. You gave her all the details?
There's no way I tell her every single one of those things. Where did she get that from?
Your mother said you had told her.
Did I tell her? Oh, come to think of it.
What's wrong?
Last night, Mom was struggling with something on her phone. I looked over and I think she was looking at some kind of a travel site. She asked me about what she should do with the password or is the payment secure. Before that, she must have been looking at my phone without my permission.
What do you mean?
I think she saw my confirmation email.
No kidding.
Sorry, Lily, I was careless. I didn't think Mom would do something like that.
It's not your fault. But what should we do? We can't cancel the trip because it's during this month. There's a cancellation fee.
I know. Lily, can my mom accompany us this time?
Huh? It's our honeymoon, remember?
I know, but I'm afraid she'll do something terrible if I force her to cancel her bookings.
Yeah, that's true, but...
I understand. Let's plan another honeymoon.
Really?
Yeah, I promise. We can venture to go abroad, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Finally, we're leaving tomorrow, right, Lily?
Yes.
It's been a long time since I've been to New York. I'm so excited.
Susan, don't forget it's our honeymoon.
I know. You're being so stubborn and condescending. I'm in a good mood and you're ruining it.
Because just Sam and I were supposed to go together.
I understand. If you insist, I'll go my own way. I won't be in your care.
What? I didn't mean it like that. I was just being honest.
You don't have to make excuses. You think I'm a third wheel for you two, don't you?
I don't think you are a third wheel for us, so don't worry about it.
I know exactly how you feel. I'll go my separate way when I get there.
But Susan, we've planned a sightseeing course for you. We've made reservations for you to eat, etc. I'm sorry I was being rude. Please forgive me.
It's okay. I'm just a third wheel for you two anyway. Besides, I just wanted to enjoy some shopping. I won't bother you guys. I'll enjoy it fully, so leave me alone.
If you insist that much, I understand. Susan, please pick up the phone. Where are you? Susan, we have to check out soon. Where did you go?
Oh, Lily?
Susan, where are you? We were looking for you. Please leave the room. We are ready. Or are you somewhere else?
I've already left the room.
Huh? Then where are you? We've been looking all over the hotel for you.
I'm almost home.
Huh? Home? What do you mean?
I told you I'm almost home. I left a day earlier than you guys.
I'm a little confused. Why did you leave a day earlier? If that's the case, why didn't you tell us first?
Because I'm in the way, so it doesn't matter, right?
That's not true. You were traveling with us. You should have told us about your plans. That's too selfish. Anyway, we're leaving now. Please tell us more about it when we get back.
Oh, yes. I wonder if you guys will be able to come back. I'll tell you all about it when you get back safely.
What's that? Susan, I just got the bill. What is this all about? It was you, wasn't it?
That's a terrible thing to say. I love spending other people's money. By the way, do you have enough money to come home?
What?
Thanks to you, I got to enjoy my shopping spree. Yesterday, I got some money out of your wallets. I spent almost all of your money.
Huh? Are you saying that you did the shopping with our money?
Your money? We're family, so your money is my money.
What kind of nerve do you have? Even if we don't have money on us, we have credit cards. We can manage to get it home.
Oh my, I thought you were getting ready to leave.
We're working on it.
You know what? I took them home with me by accident.
What?
Your airline tickets and credit cards.
Huh? Then how are we going back?
That's why I asked you if you have any money left to go home.
You're lying. Susan, what a thing to do. Did you intend to do this from the beginning?
I guess so. I was just in the way and I was going to leave early.
Susan, how could you do this to us? Sam and I searched frantically. I really can't find them.
Right? I'm sorry. It's because I took them home by accident.
It's so obvious. There's no way it was an accident. Why would you take the trouble to do this? What were you thinking, Susan?
What was I thinking? It was an accident, so it can't be helped.
It's unacceptable. I've called 911.
What? Why did you do that?
Susan, don't you realize what you've done?
What?
What you did is a crime, okay?
You're overreacting. We are family, so it can't be a crime.
No, even if we're family, if you enter a room in a hotel without permission, you're trespassing. And since you stole our credit cards and airline tickets, it's considered theft.
Don't make such a big deal out of it. Are you trying to make me a criminal?
Because you were committing a crime. We can't leave here, can we? Anyway, talk to Sam. First of all, we called 911.
Wait a minute. I won't allow you to do that. Take back what you just said.
That's not how it works. Besides, I've already called 911. Now, if you'll excuse us, we have some formalities to attend to. Excuse me.
Lily, wait for me. Lily, answer the phone. Hey, what's going on? Answer the phone quickly.
What is it?
It's not a what is it. You didn't even answer the phone when I was worried about you.
What were you worried about?
Huh? Whether or not you guys are going to make it back.
We've been through a lot, but I think we're going to make it home.
How?
I called my parents, the police, the hotel, and the airline. Somehow, I was able to get my parents' credit card to settle the bill.
What? Why did you do all of those?
Because if we didn't do that, we wouldn't be able to go home. Susan, Why did you do this?
It's because you treated me like a third wheel.
I didn't. Please stop acting like a child.
Thanks to you, I was on my own and I had a great trip.
Well, of course you did. You shopped as you pleased with other people's money. To begin with, this trip was our honeymoon.
You're so mean to your mother-in-law.
Who's being mean? Oh, that's right. I'm sure the police will be at your house soon. Please tell them honestly about your evil deeds.
Huh? What do you mean?
I told you. What you did was trespassing and theft. We've filed a thorough damage report. It was really hard to go through all the formalities.
No way.
If you steal someone's things, it's theft, right? Susan, you didn't understand such a thing?
I was just playing a little prank. You can't even get a joke.
It wasn't like a joke. You caused troubles for many people. You will be punished accordingly.
You really are a cocky daughter-in-law.
I don't care what you say. Well then, we're off to the airport.
Sam? Hey Sam, give me a reply now. What the hell? Lily is doing something terrible. She's about to turn me in to the police. You do something about it. Huh? She's not trying to turn you in. I turned you in. I filed a damage report. Why did you do that? Why did you? Because you went the extra mile, didn't you? What you did is a crime, okay? There's no way someone could have stolen the credit cards and the plane tickets. So it was just a passing fancy. She was treating me like I was a third wheel. What's with a third wheel treatment? This trip was our honeymoon, remember? You forced us to come along on this trip, and now you're harassing her. What's with that tone of voice? That's terrible, Sam. We're family, aren't we? If you think we're family, why did you do this? What you were doing is a nuisance. A nuisance? Right. We couldn't board the plane because our tickets were stolen. Our credit cards were stolen too. We couldn't even buy tickets. We couldn't even pay the hotel bill. It's your fault, isn't it? My fault? It's nothing but that. I've had enough of your selfishness. I'm never going to see you again when I go back there. Hey Sam, what are you talking about? I'm your mother. If you were my mother, you wouldn't be bothering me anymore. I'm cutting you off. Oh no, Sam, don't say that. Hey Lily, you've done a terrible thing. Sam said he won't see me anymore. What are you going to do?
Isn't it natural? I don't want to see you anymore either.
What a heartless daughter-in-law you are. It's all your fault that things turned out this way.
Why is it my fault?
It's because you went on your honeymoon with Sam.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Anyway, you have to convince Sam. If you tell him, he'll reconsider.
I don't want to.
Why not?
I can't forgive you for doing this. Sam is furious too. He is determined to cut ties with you.
Oh no, I'll be all alone, won't I?
As it turns out, he didn't want you to be alone. Sam was trying to make sure you wouldn't be alone. You have done such a terrible thing.
I was just getting back at you, wasn't I?
Payback for what?
So, because you were mean to me?
Huh? I was never mean to you. In fact, I went on my honeymoon with you. It was you who ruined it.
I didn't mean to. Then just cancel the damage report.
That's impossible.
Why not?
Because you broke in and stole.
I didn't mean to do that. Why don't you understand?
I don't understand. Such an act that caused so much trouble to so many people. Anyway, please be honest with the police and tell them everything. We are leaving now.
Oh no, I don't know what to do. Oh, the police are here. They're banging on the door right now. Lily, what should I do?
Good. They've got the cooperation of the local police. You'll just tell them the truth so that the charges will be dropped as much as possible, Susan.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm telling you that I'm sorry. You tell the police that it was a mistake.
I can't do that. It's true.
Then they'll take me away.
You have no choice, Susan. The police are already there, so be prepared.
I don't want to. I don't want to go to the police. Why should I go to them?
I have to board the flight. Oh, and the police told us that we should consult a lawyer as well. We consulted with them and they said we could claim a compensation as well, so I guess we'll do that.
Lily, you can't do that. I'm sorry. I apologize. Please forgive me. Lily.
After that, my mother-in-law was brought in by the police for trespassing and theft. She was given a suspended sentence and did not go to jail. I don't know if this was good or bad. My parents were involved in this incident, and the story spread to all the relatives. My mother-in-law has become estranged from her relatives. Oh, and the compensation was paid. We found a new house as soon as we got home and moved in without telling my mother-in-law. We had reduced our belongings to a minimum, so the move went smoothly. I have to thank my mother-in-law for this. My mother-in-law may be looking for us right now, but I don't care. We are starting a peaceful and happy newlywed life together.
Hi, are you up for a chat? Was it 3 months ago that we had lunch together? I guess so. I found a nice French restaurant. I love French food. I'll make a reservation. I'm looking forward to it. Is Sam doing okay lately? Yes, but why? I saw him and a young girl walking together. No way. It was daytime and she was pretty young, so you should ask him. Yes, I'll ask. If you need anything else, let me know. Okay, thank you, Sally. I'll call you when I make a reservation. Good night. Is this Alyssa's number? Yes, it is. Nice to meet you. My name is Kat. Sam has been taking good care of me. You are Sam's wife, right? Yes, Sam is my husband. Are you an employee of my husband's company? Huh? That's not all. I'm Sam's girlfriend. Huh? Girlfriend? As you know, Sam is my husband. You may not understand the situation. He does not have a girlfriend. That's not true. I am Sam's true love. We are pretty serious. Oh, well, so? What does this Sam's true love want with me? Isn't it obvious? I want you to break up with Sam. Please, divorce him. You are annoying Sam and me. What? How am I annoying you or Sam? Because an old, ugly woman like you is keeping him forever. Sam wants to marry me, but he can't. You're standing in between us. Do you understand, old lady? I see. Besides, I'm pregnant now. It's Sam's baby. Is that true? I'm 7 months along. If you don't divorce him, this baby will become a fatherless child. That's a big problem for me. So please leave as soon as possible. I'm young and beautiful. I'm much more suitable for Sam. Sam is the president of a company, rich, and lives in a big mansion. Please quickly let Sam be with me. I see your point. I'm surprised at how insane it sounds, but if you are pregnant, there's nothing I can do. I'll have a little talk with Sam. Can you give me a minute? Sure. Thank you for your understanding. Please do it quickly. Sam, I just got a message from Kat. She says she's pregnant with your child.
Huh? Hey, wait. Why would she say that?
She's pretty young, isn't she? How old is she?
What? Well, I think she was 27 or something.
She is almost 20 years younger than you. I can't believe you're having an affair with a girl as old as your kid. You're such an idiot. Did you forget that you promised you'd never cheat on me again?
I can't say no when someone relies on me. I'm that kind of guy, you know?
You've underestimated me. I said I'd divorce you if you did it again. Don't tell me you don't remember.
We did make that promise. I'm really sorry. Divorce is a bit too much.
I know, right? You're the president of a company. You got a younger girl pregnant and divorcing your wife. That would ruin your credibility. Especially since the chairman of our biggest client hates that kind of dishonesty. If he finds out, it could be the end of your company, right?
You're right. So please, don't divorce me.
Huh? Then what are you going to do with the baby? She's 7 months pregnant.
Well, I will acknowledge the child and give her child support. What do you think?
Why are you asking me? I'm so done with you. She's pregnant, marry her. Divorce me.
What? No.
However, I'll give you one condition.
What?
You don't want people to know that you cheated on me, right? We'll call it an amicable divorce. You should get married before the baby is born. No alimony, just a share of the property. What do you think?
Really? You'll divorce me on those terms? That's no benefit to you.
There's a big advantage to dumping a cheating husband. I'm sick of this. Our kids are all grown up. We're done. Let's just go our separate ways.
Are you serious? I'm kinda scared. Wait, what's the condition you're talking about? It's not a bad one, is it?
There's only one condition. Don't contact your girlfriend until our divorce is final.
What? That's it? That's all it takes to get a divorce?
If you want to hide the affair, leaving as little evidence as possible is better. After the divorce, you can do whatever you want. What do you think? Are we getting a divorce or not?
Yes, I'm getting a divorce. I'll divorce you if no one finds out about my affair. No, I'm sorry for everything I've put you through. It's all my bad. Let's be happy, okay?
Okay. Go to the city office on your way home tomorrow. Get the divorce papers and write them down. I'll go turn it in when I'm done.
Okay, I'll take care of it.
Hello, Kat. I finally heard from you. I got tired of waiting. So, when are you going to divorce him? Before that, let me ask you something. Do you understand that you committed adultery? I mean, you made a move on a man who has a wife. I know that, but I can't help it. The man I fell in love with happened to be married to someone else. I don't care about your philosophy, but you are making us get divorced. Please agree with me on something. Something? And do you want money from me? You're more perceptive than I thought. Do you know what alimony is? That's why I want you to pay. Well then, how about $50,000? $50,000? That's a big number. I don't know the average. I thought it would be around that. It's a pity for the old lady whose rich husband will dump her. You'll spend the rest of your life in misery. Is $50,000 enough? You can get divorced as soon as possible. You are a very generous young lady. I'm glad you're easy to talk to. Are you sure you want to pay $50,000? I'm sure I'll be fine. Sam is the boss. Isn't that a small price to pay? I'll pay it with the power of love. Oh, I see. Well, if you're okay with that amount, I don't mind. You'll pay it in one lump sum, right? You don't want me to bother you for years, do you? I don't want that. I'll never have anything to do with you again. That's a promise. Then pay me a lump sum of $50,000 in alimony. I'll send you an agreement stating that. Can you just sign it and send it back? Then I'll divorce him right away. Okay, I'll sign as soon as I get the paper. Okay. I received the settlement yesterday. I've filed for divorce. Sam and I are divorced. Yay! Finally. The rich husband and the mansion are mine. I'm so happy. Congratulations. You guys can do whatever you want now. Thank you very much. You'll have a hard time from now on. You don't have a rich husband anymore. Please spend the alimony carefully. Oh yes, speaking of alimony, I have a question. May I ask you a question? A question? Okay, ask me anything, old lady. I'll answer any questions you have. Please, go ahead. Okay, thank you. Then, how are you going to pay $50,000? You said you'd pay it with the power of her love, but he's broke. What? Sam is the president, but he doesn't have any savings. He's not rich. You don't look rich. I just wondered how you could pay. Huh? What's that? There's no way that's true. He has such a big house and such an expensive car. If push comes to shove, we can just sell them. You're so naive. The car and the house are mine in my name. They're not his. You can't sell them. What? He's cheated on me 4 times, and every time he cheated on me, he gave me his property. What? What do you mean he's cheated 4 times before? What? You didn't know? You're not a good judge of men, are you? Well, Sam would not tell you something like that. I've had 4 women in the same boat as you. His affair partner. Huh? You're kidding. He said it was just me. The last one apologized and broke up with him when I asked about alimony. Another found out he had no money and left him. Or she woke up when I told her about the age issue. It's just a matter of time, right? She was going to lose a lot of money in her 20s. She didn't want to be stuck with a broke old man. It's not worth it. Wait a minute. What do you mean he has no money? Okay, so he's cheated on me 4 times now. He gave me all his money as alimony for cheating on me. The first time he gave me all his savings from when he was single. The second time I sold his jewelry. With the third, he gave me his car and savings. With the fourth, I put the house in my name. He kept the mortgage on the house. When he divorced me, he had nothing left over. Just his monthly income, the house, and the car loan. He's a spendthrift person. He has no savings. What? No way, that's impossible. It's true. I had to help him save some money. I made it by deducting it from his monthly salary. After I got it as alimony, he never did it again. He doesn't know anything about managing money. Huh? Then how am I supposed to pay $50,000? Sam was supposed to pay for everything. I'm the one asking about the payment method. I'm reminding you, I don't accept installments or anything like that. You'll have to pay it all in one lump sum, even if you borrow money. By the time your kid is in middle school, he'll be retired. By the time your kid is all grown, he'll be nearly 70. You are a special person to spend $50,000 for that. Are you going to be okay? I feel sorry for you. Impossible. I don't want that. I'll return him. The baby isn't really Sam's. I don't care for Sam at all. I'm in love with someone else, and it's his child. I want to become rich and then divorce sooner or later. I'm sorry, please, forgive me. It's non-returnable. Please send the money. Bye.
Hey, Alyssa, what did you say to Kat? You said something about money?
What do you mean? We only talked about the alimony. She said she was going to pay $50,000. She was going to make you pay for it. I told her you have no house, car, savings, or nothing. That's it.
What? What do you mean no house, no car?
What? Are you serious? You gave me the house and the car as compensation for your last affair. Don't tell me you forgot. You've used the car and the house even after the name change. Did you think they were yours?
Oh.
You really have no idea. You're destroying yourself with your stupidity. Do you know why I decided to divorce you? Because I have nothing to squeeze out of you anymore. I'm so glad I got a divorce thanks to Kat.
No, wait a minute. Let's talk one more time, okay? You know about our life.
I don't have anything to talk about anymore. We're divorced. We're strangers. You're going to marry her, right? Oh, but she doesn't want you either. She has no use for you without money. To my surprise, the baby isn't yours either.
No, seriously, wait. What does that mean? I'm panicking.
The baby is someone else's. I'm glad it's not yours. You paid too much for that girl. You deserved it, though.
I can't believe this.
From my point of view, I can't believe both of you. I'll charge you $50,000 if she can't pay.
I'm sorry for everything. I don't have any money, so please forgive me.
She says she would pay for it, so I don't want you to tell me.
Why? Why did you do this? I know I'm crazy. I just feel like something is always missing.
What are you talking about? We'll just pay the alimony anyway. I'm moving out soon. Amy wants me to move in with her, so I'm getting rid of the house, the car, everything. I'm going to live with our daughter and her husband.
France?
I've always wanted to go to France.
And her husband? When did she get married?
Oh, you don't know? You were busy with an affair when she was studying in France. She didn't want to invite you to the wedding. She said you were not her father. By the way, they are about to have a baby. Did you know that?
Oh my god.
It's all your fault. Well, this is goodbye. Bye. Cat, have you sent the money?
I'm sorry, not yet.
You sound down. I have news that will make you happy.
Huh?
I don't want your alimony anymore.
What do you mean?
You don't have to pay. I'll cancel the settlement.
Are you sure? Thank you very much. But why?
Because you have a baby. The baby's about to be born. Starting your life as a mother with $50,000 in debt is not good. Your baby has saved your life. From now on, you have to make your baby happy.
Thank you very much. I'm really sorry, Alyssa.
You are 27 years old and have a long way to go. Don't cheat people to get money. You should earn money by yourself. And you will be happy. I promise.
Okay.
Well, I won't see you again, so goodbye. After that, Sam contacted me repeatedly, asking me to talk to him. I blocked him and refused to receive any calls. I sold my house and car and moved to a hotel so we would never meet in person. Kat broke up with Sam. She began to live quietly with the father of her child. Kat left her work, and people started talking. You can't put a door in someone's mouth. The employees talked about Sam behind his back, and his major clients were unhappy with him. What will a 47-year-old man without savings, a house, or a car do now? I don't know and have nothing to do with him anymore. I have moved to France. I started my new life with my daughter and her husband. I'm not used to many things, but I'm having a great time every day. And I have opened a small cafe. It is famous for its fusion of American and French baked goods. Now it has become a place loved by the locals. I always loved baking. The people of France love what I make. I am very happy that my business is on the right track. My divorce gave me a good start in my second life. Hugh, we're going on our honeymoon today. Where did you go this morning?
Give it a rest already. Why are you calling so early in the morning? I was sound asleep.
What? You were sleeping? Hugh, where are you?
Why should I tell you?
Because we're going on our honeymoon today. But when I woke up this morning, the guy who was supposed to be next to me was gone. I don't even see your luggage.
I'm already here.
What?
I left after you went to bed last night.
Huh? What do you mean?
I changed my plans and left before you, but you can leave today as planned. There's no hurry.
I'm a little confused. Why did you leave the day before by yourself?
It doesn't matter. We're going to have to spend every day with each other from now on. Just give me a little space while we're traveling.
You didn't even say anything to me before you left. Besides, you sound like you don't want to be with me.
I didn't say that. I'm just saying that sometimes it's better to be apart than to be stuck together 24/7. It's more refreshing to be apart once in a while.
But it's our honeymoon. What's with going separately on your honeymoon?
It's okay if we just meet up here. It would be stifling to be together, all the way to the airport. So there you are. I'll meet you at the hotel, right?
I can't believe it's our honeymoon and I have to go alone.
You ought to marry me, the next president of the company. Don't be so picky. I have no plans of becoming a plain old husband just because we're married.
What do you mean?
It means don't chain me down. I don't want to lose my freedom just because we're married. I don't want to be tied down by my wife.
Oh, really? If you want to be so free, you shouldn't have gotten married.
Marriage is necessary for status. It's easier to be trusted at work if you're married than if you're single.
Then why did you choose me?
I'm the next president of the company. I could have married a prettier, better-looking woman. But pretty women are too proud to marry. I chose you because you're just the right person.
What do you mean?
You may be ugly, but you're a good cook and a modest, family-oriented woman. I married you because I knew you'd tolerate me playing around a little.
That's a terrible thing to say. So you chose me so you could do anything you wanted.
Just don't complain about my every move. We're newlyweds, and you're being selfish about wanting to be with me. There's no reason for me to be married to you, you know?
Huh? Well, okay. I'm heading to the hotel now. Where do you want to meet up?
Anyway, call me when you get to the hotel. Then we'll think about it.
Okay, fine then. Hugh, I just arrived at the hotel. I'm about to check in. Where's your room?
I'm not telling you.
What?
I have another room at the hotel.
What? What do you mean? We're on our honeymoon and we're getting separate rooms?
You got a problem with that?
Not a problem, but I've never heard of newlyweds staying in separate rooms.
You know what? Don't force your common sense on me. I told you before, I'm a freedom-loving man. I like to spend time alone when I sleep.
You have a double room and you want to spend the night alone?
What's your point? Anyway, I've reserved another single room for you. You can stay there.
So we're splitting up for the night?
Tonight is free. I'll call you tomorrow when I'm ready.
You're with another woman now, right?
Huh?
I didn't tell you until now, but I actually knew that you're having an affair.
What?
You said you wanted to be alone when you were on the road. You were playing around with the person you were cheating on me with in the seat next to you, weren't you?
How the hell did you know about that? Don't tell me you've been watching me this whole time.
Sounds like I hit the bullseye. A friend of mine told me about you a few days ago. She saw you going to a hotel room with a young woman. She said you guys were holding hands without a care in the world. My friend was surprised.
What the hell? So you saw us?
Besides, when you're at home, you're always on your phone. You often went out alone at night. You're always acting so weird. But I wanted to believe you. I figured it was impossible for a newlywed to cheat. But now that you're sharing a room, she's with you, isn't she?
Well, there's no hiding it now. That's right. I'm traveling with her. When you're the next president of the company, you must have a mistress or two. I'm proud to be a male when I have a young, beautiful woman with me. With a plain, ugly woman like you, it just gets so boring.
So that's how you're going to turn the tables on me. If you're going to go that far, why did you plan the honeymoon? I wouldn't have come in the first place if I knew you were going to bring your fling.
Don't be mistaken. The honeymoon was just a formality.
Just a formality?
You're married and you're not even going on a honeymoon. I wouldn't look good as the next president of the company, would I? So I decided to keep it a honeymoon. I'm going to enjoy my trip to LA with my girlfriend.
Huh?
You should be thankful you married me, the next president of the company. After being brought up in a poor single-parent family, it's like becoming Cinderella.
Don't assume I was poor just because I was raised by my mother. I was able to do anything I wanted to since I was young. I even went to college.
Compared to me, the son of a CEO, you're poor as hell.
If you want to think that, go ahead.
Well, let me tell you something. Don't even think about getting a divorce just because I cheated on you. If you divorce me, you'll go back to being poor. You're going to be the wife of a company president. It's your job to put up with a little infidelity.
I see. Have fun with your girlfriend. I'll enjoy my trip.
That's what I'm talking about. You've got a good head on your shoulders, don't you? That's the kind of attitude befitting the wife of the next president of the company. I'm glad I married a smart woman. Well, I'll give you some attention when I feel like it. Just think of it as a solo trip this time and go sightseeing on your own.
Mr. Townsman, is this a good time?
Regina, long time no see. How have you been?
Yes, good. How are you, Mr. Townsman?
You call me that is too formal, so please stop it.
I'm sorry. I've been calling you that since I was a kid.
I know. I'm glad to hear from you. I don't care what you call me. By the way, what's going on?
My husband and I are on our honeymoon.
Oh, I thought you said you were going to LA. How's your trip? You having fun?
Well, there's a little problem.
What's wrong?
I'm afraid marrying him was a big mistake.
What's that? Hugh, the man you married, is going to follow in his father's footsteps and become president. I thought if you married him, your future would be secure.
At first, I thought so too, but...
It seems you've got a serious problem. Can you tell me in more detail?
It's not something I'm comfortable texting about, so can I call you later?
Okay, sure. I'm always good to go. I'll be waiting for your call.
Thank you.
Hey, Regina. Enjoying your solo trip?
Yes, thanks to you. I took a walk, had some tea, and just took it easy.
I see. I'm just relaxing on the beach with my girlfriend. I'm having a good time forgetting about everyday life. I'm gonna spend the night with her, by the way. Sorry you're gonna have to sleep alone.
So you're just gonna leave me alone for the whole trip?
Huh?
We haven't seen each other even once here, have we? We've stayed in separate hotel rooms the whole time. We haven't even been sightseeing together.
I don't care. You and I are going to have to live together for decades. I don't want to be with you when we're traveling too.
I thought you said that was just on the road.
I changed my mind. It's a trip after all. I wanted to spend it with a cute girl.
Then why bother planning a honeymoon at all?
Oh, stop nagging. I told you I'm a freedom-loving guy. If we're not on the road, it's hard to play around with my parents lurking around. I'll take the liberty of messing around while we're on our honeymoon. If you have a problem with that, go home alone.
I'm already home.
What?
I took the liberty of going home first while you were hanging out with your girlfriend.
You just left without even saying hi to me?
Why should I say hi to you?
We're married, for God's sake. If you were leaving, you should have said hello.
I don't even know where you are. How the hell am I supposed to say hello?
Why didn't you just text me?
I just texted you. You're gonna tell me to do whatever you want anyway. I'm just packing up my stuff and getting ready to move out.
Whoa, wait. You're not getting a divorce, are you?
Yes, of course. I'm not going to live with a husband who cheats on his wife on our honeymoon.
Are you insane? I'm the next president of the company. If you divorce me, you'll lose your position as wife of the president. Are you okay with that?
Mrs. President?
That's right. You go back to being poor. If you just hold out a little longer, you could be Mrs. President. It would be a waste of time if we divorced over something as trivial as an affair.
But you can't be the president, so I can't become Mrs. President, can I?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Your father, he's pissed at you.
My father? You met my dad?
After we got back from our trip, I went to give him and my mother-in-law some gifts. Then he asked me why I came home alone. I told him why, and he said, "My stupid son made an enemy of an important customer." Did you tell my father about the affair? I mean, when have I ever made an enemy of a client? I'm on vacation. You can't cause trouble with a business client. My father is a big client of yours.
Your father? You're from a single-parent family, aren't you?
Townsman Trading Corporation.
What?
You at least know his name, right?
Yes, I do. It's one of my company's clients.
My father is the president.
Wait. I'm not following you. Your father is the president?
My father is President Townsman of Townsman Corporation. Don't you think we look alike?
But your last name isn't Townsman.
That's right. My father and I are father and daughter, but my parents divorced, so I took my mother's name.
But if your parents divorced and your mother took you in, then you're no longer related to your father.
No, that's not true. I mean, they're divorced, but my mother and I still keep in touch with my father. It sounds like they broke up because of differences. It's not like either of them cheated on each other. My father paid good child support. He put me through college.
I can't believe you're the boss's daughter. So you weren't poor?
I wouldn't say I was poor, would you? You married the daughter of the president of a business partner. You cheated on her on your honeymoon. I wonder if my father would keep quiet if his precious daughter had to go through this.
Wait. I won't be fooled. Your father wasn't at the family reunion. He wasn't even at the wedding. You're really lying about your father being the boss of a business partner, aren't you?
My father is just trying to stay out of the public eye. If you doubt me, ask your father. Besides, I'm sure your father explained everything to you. That the president of Townsman Corporation is my father.
Now that you put it that way, I might have heard something like that, but there are so many clients I've forgotten. I'm just an ordinary employee. I haven't really gotten involved in management yet.
You're a pretty lax president-elect, aren't you? Of all the companies you do business with, my father's company is the most important. My father's company was an important business partner of yours. What would happen if they cut off business with you?
Well,
it would be inevitable that the company would suffer a great deal of damage.
So you're saying I'm responsible for that?
I'm sure you would be.
Give me a break.
I actually called my father while I was on vacation. My dad was appalled. It's like I married a prick who takes his mistress on our honeymoon.
Regina, I'm leaving right now.
Huh? What about her? Are you coming back together?
Just forget about her.
Oh, that's too bad. And you brought her all the way to LA.
I'll just leave her here. If something happens to the company because of me, I'm in huge trouble. Regina, where are you? Regina!
What are you doing so early in the morning? I'm at my parents' house.
I'm in a bad way.
What?
I got fired from my dad's company. He's been having problems with his clients because I caused a lot of damage to the company.
Well, there you go.
But it's not like they stopped doing business with us. Firing me is overreacting.
Is it?
I heard your father suggested it as a condition of doing business with us. They wanted them to fire a misogynist employee, and my father cut me off without giving it thought. I'm next in line.
I guess your father decided you weren't fit to be his heir.
What am I supposed to do now? I was about to become the next president. I can't believe they suddenly fired me.
Why don't you just look for a job?
I don't want to. I just got a cushy job at my parents' company. I was about to get the post of president. I can't do it, working for another company.
But you've been laid off. You have no other choice but to work somewhere else, right?
So Regina, you go and convince your father.
Huh?
I want you to ask him to rescind my dismissal.
I don't want to.
Why not? We're married, right?
We don't even know each other anymore.
Well,
I'm sure you'll be hearing from my lawyer soon. I'll be filing a claim for compensation as well.
alimony? You want me to pay?
Of course. You cheat on your wife with impunity. Did you think you could escape compensation?
But we had just got married and we were still on our honeymoon. Married life hadn't really started yet.
You're an idiot. Marriage is not like a company. There's no probationary period. We may have been newlyweds, but we were already married. If you commit adultery, you have to answer for it. And I have proof.
Proof?
In the middle of our honeymoon, you were kind enough to send me pictures of your affair with her. Selfies of you guys in the hotel playing around. Pictures of you on the beach. I saved them all as proof of your affair.
Oh no, I just wanted to enjoy my freedom a little bit.
When you're divorced and single, you'll have all the freedom you want. Well then, I'm going to work now. Good luck with your job search.
Wait, Regina. Regina, help me.
What now? I've already divorced you. Will you stop contacting me?
Can I borrow some money?
What's wrong with you all of a sudden?
It's a mess. The husband of the woman I cheated with also asked for compensation.
Oh, so she was married.
She told him she was going on a trip with friends. I thought he'd never find out. But when she came home from the trip, she told him.
You're such an idiot. You took her all the way to LA. She had to go home alone, so of course she was pissed off.
I got a certified letter yesterday. I don't have a job. I've paid you compensation and my savings is dried up. I have no more money to pay you. The only way I can pay him money is it going into debt and borrow it?
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Don't talk to me like I'm someone else. I'm in real trouble. You're still working, right? I'll pay you back later, I promise. Can you help me out a little?
I don't want to help you.
Why not?
I'm the one who wants to know. Why should I lend you money?
We were married.
We're divorced. We're strangers. Even more than that. You disrespected me, calling me ugly and poor. You cheated on me without a care. You made fun of me because I'm quiet. But if you think I'll listen to anything you say, you're wrong. I don't even want to look at you anymore.
Oh, come on. I'm sorry about before. I'm sorry I got carried away. Please, help me.
It's all your own fault. Take responsibility yourself.
Regina.
After that, my husband borrowed money and paid compensation to his lover's husband. Now he's working part-time jobs to pay off the debt. He's working day and night. He was evicted from the apartment where he lived with me because he couldn't pay the rent, and moved into his parents' house. However, my husband's father, outraged by the misdeeds on our honeymoon, kicked him out. Rumor has it that he is now living a homeless life, moving from internet cafe to internet cafe. As for me, after the divorce, I went back to my parents' house to live peacefully with my mother. I keep in touch with my father regularly and have meals with him. I ask him for advice about my work. And recently I started a relationship with a senior colleague at work with the intention of getting married. My previous marriage left me in a mess. I had planned to be alone for a while, but unlike my ex-husband, he is faithful and trustworthy. My father and mother are both convinced that he is the right man for me. I want to build a warm family with him who cares about me.
Addison, I want you to divorce Ryan.
Excuse me? What do you mean, Tessa?
You're incompetent and not suitable for my son. Leaving him behind to go on a vacation?
Vacation? Oh, do you mean my business trip? I'm currently in China for work.
Stop using that excuse. I know you're there for fun.
It's a business trip, not leisure. If you doubt it, feel free to check with my office.
Your office? You pretend to be a professional while you're just a high school grad. So blatant.
Pretend or not, I am a professional.
You're married and became someone's wife. It's distasteful and rude to still be working. That part of you has always irritated me.
But what's truly despicable as a wife is leaving your husband behind for a trip. Absolutely unacceptable. I don't know where to start correcting you. It was a mutual decision between us to keep working. He's on board with it. He knows about the business trip. He even encouraged me before I left. Anyway, you found out about it from him, right? That's right. He said you'll be in China for about half a month. He was lamenting that he had to work and take care of the house at the same time. Lamenting? Of course. How dare you make him do household chores? You're far from being a good wife. You're a low-educated, dim-witted trash. He regrets marrying such a lazy person. Is that why you're telling me to divorce him? Obviously, I advised him to leave you, but my kind-hearted son said it was too painful for him to ask you for a divorce. I'm going to get rid of you on his behalf and set him free. Understood. Well, perhaps it might be best to set him free. Oh, so you do realize you're a terrible wife, huh? Great, let's cut to the chase then. Divorce him right now. No, that won't happen. OMG, what are you saying? Are you making fun of me, despite being a high school grad? What I mean will be clear to you soon enough. My colleague is calling me, so please excuse me. If you're like that, fine by me. I've got plans of my own. You're going to regret making a fool out of me.
Hey, honey. You got weird messages from my mom, right? Sorry about that. Don't take it seriously, okay?
You don't need to apologize. I knew what she said was a lie.
Like what?
She claimed you were lamenting because I'm away and you have to do chores. The reality is, I bet you're secretly celebrating, indulging in TV dinners and pizza while I'm away. You must be thinking it's lucky you get to eat all the unhealthy stuff, right?
But I did have a salad today, and I've been drinking the veggie juice as you instructed.
Good to hear. I'm not telling you not to eat what you like. I just want you to stay healthy and live longer together.
I know. I'm doing it for the same reason.
Thanks, son. Anyway, after chatting with your mom, I think we should speed up that plan.
Wait, did she say something outrageous?
She wants us to divorce.
Divorce? She can't make us do that. We're so in love.
I know, but let's skip the mushy stuff for now.
I'm sorry.
I don't know what she's planning to do, but she sounded determined to cause havoc. She declared with confidence that she had a plan.
When she gets like that, it's never good. Okay, got it. Let's fast track our plan then.
I'll talk to my boss about it too. Honey, be cautious.
Roger.
Hey, Addison. Got some exciting news for you. Exciting news? I'm getting a bad feeling about this. You're supposed to come back tomorrow, right? Yes. What about it? Well, I've cleaned out the place you were going to come back to. Excuse me? A low-educated, incompetent, going on an overseas business trip is just ridiculous. While you were gone, I trashed all your stuff, so don't bother coming back. You trashed my belongings? Did you break into my house? Used a spare key. Ryan must be busy at work, so he isn't here either. If that sweet boy was around, he would have suffered from heartache, so it worked out perfectly. No place for you when you come back. Don't ever get involved with Ryan and me again. I'm thrilled not to see you ever again. What? You saved me some trouble. Thank you so much. What are you talking about? I wasn't planning to go back there in the first place. Neither was Ryan. What do you mean? Ryan isn't coming back? What's going on? This is all you're doing. You've been disrespectful to me, calling me a low-educated incompetent, and you've been complaining about me working, giving an earful to Ryan. There were plenty of unpleasant remarks about me. So we have been planning to move far away. When you mentioned getting us divorced, we decided to execute our plan earlier. So Ryan doesn't live here anymore? Nope. Where is he then? He's in China. What the heck? I'll be working at this branch from now on, so we decided to settle here together. OMG! Moving abroad without telling his mother? That can't be true. My son following a low-educated trashy wife like you. First of all, what about his job? He's a freelance programmer. He can work from anywhere. He'll be working from our new place from now on. He can work from anywhere? That's a lie. He's been going to work every day. That's because of you. What are you saying? He actually wanted to work from home, but if he was there, you constantly bothered him. You kept coming over and talking to him, so he started going to a co-working space every day. Come to think of it, he was always at home right after you guys got married. I thought he was taking a honeymoon leave. What's a honeymoon leave? There's no such thing. You keep calling me a low-educated incompetent, just pretending to be a professional. But you're the one who doesn't understand the essence of working, you know. So what? A wife doesn't need to know about working. You just have to manage the household, do chores, and take care of your husband. Teaching a crappy wife like you, who neglects the family to work and care for my darling son, is a legit duty of a mother. Do you know what Ryan dreamt of as a child? Oh, please, of course I do. He wanted to be a doctor. He mentioned he changed his mind midway through high school. He had to give up his dream because of you. No way. To get into medical school, he needed to study intensely. But whenever he was studying in his room, you would come in every 30 minutes and distract him. You even insisted he sleep early and turned off the lights at 9 p.m. You made it impossible for him to study effectively. So he had no choice but to give up his dream. That's a lie. I did it for his sake. What's more, after he gave up on medical school, you kept nagging him, saying being a doctor is lucrative, and that you'd support him if he tried again. He got fed up with that too. Since then, he aimed to work freely as a freelancer. That's how he became a programmer. That's made up. I never heard that from him. He's kind-hearted, so maybe he didn't want to hurt you. But even he reached his limit this time. This time? You said you were going to make us divorce. I knew you were up to something, but I never expected you to trash all my stuff. Glad I took action first. Both of you, come back right away. This is unacceptable. What's unacceptable? Deceiving me and running away together. Unforgivable. Breaking into someone's home and throwing away their stuff is pretty unforgivable, you know. I was going to throw them away, so I don't mind, but I was planning to take them to a consignment store and give the profit to Mike as a gesture of gratitude. Wait, Mike? Why bring up my husband in this? We don't plan on returning to that house, so we asked him to take care of clearing it out. It was a sudden move, and we couldn't manage it ourselves. When we explained the situation to him, he kindly agreed to help. Hold on. Did you tell him about all this? Well, when you're asking for such a favor, it's only fair to explain the circumstances, right? Of course, I made sure to mention why we decided to escape from you and all the insults I've endured. Why would you do that to me? Now he must be angry with me. Oh, you know he's mad. So you do realize what you did was wrong, huh? Surprising that you have that much decency. Who knew? Stop laughing and help me. Tell him you made it all up and I haven't done anything wrong. Why do you sound so agitated? Can't take responsibility for your own actions? You know, he's so scary when he gets mad. Besides, he's already warned me when I made fun of your education before. He said he'll divorce me if I belittle you again. He told you that much, but you still couldn't stop picking on me. Isn't it kind of an addiction? You should take this chance to reflect and change that behavior. Oh no. Now I have great news for you. What? I have a bad feeling about this. Mike's about to arrive there. OMG, why? I told you I asked him to clear out the house, right? He mentioned getting some strong friends to help load furniture and take them to a consignment store. I think they're gym buddies. Those muscular guys? They're intimidating. Oh, wait. The truck's here. Oh no, I can't run away now. Well, make sure to reflect on your actions. Anyway, gotta go. Tessa got caught by Mike and his beefy friends. He was furious and confronted her with a divorce. After getting kicked out of the house, she's forced to work and has started a part-time job as a supermarket cashier. Since she's never worked before, she's been rude to customers and coworkers, on the verge of getting fired. On the other hand, our new life in China has been quite comfortable without the meddling Tessa. Ryan works from home and helps with housework. If Tessa knew, she'd faint at the thought of him doing chores. But he says he enjoys this lifestyle and seems pretty happy.
husband should have married me. Huh? Michelle, what did you just say? I saw your husband for the first time at the kindergarten our kids go. Your husband, Kevin, he's perfect for me. Since then, I've never stopped thinking about him. So let me marry him. No way. What? Why not? Hell no. There is no way he will end up with you. He's married to me. Oh, I see. Well, what if I paid you? What are you even talking about? Don't worry. We're a rich family, so I'll pay you what you want. Why didn't you just say so from the beginning? Don't beat around the bush. It's not about the money. You don't have to be so tough. So, how about $5,000? $10,000? I'll go the extra mile and give you $15,000. I'll leave the cash in your mailbox. I'm not going to leave my husband no matter how much money you give me. My husband says he'll never leave me. Well, don't you think we should ask him himself? I'm telling you exactly what he's saying right now. He's standing right next to me. Really? I'm sure Kevin fell in love with me the first time he saw me. That's absolutely not true. My husband is telling me. Come on, Mary. Could you stop telling me what you want to believe? Don't tell me you didn't notice the spark between Kevin and I the first time we saw each other. Kevin just told me there was no spark. Come on, Mary. Will you stop twisting the story in your own convenience? It's not true that Kevin is next to you. I know it. Don't tell me you're a psychic. Well, in a way, you're probably right. I have a keen intuition when it comes to love. I'm a love psychic. It's true that my husband is next to me. Of course I'm not lying. You're crazy if you think you're kind of a psychic. Huh? And actually, my husband is going on an overseas business trip tomorrow. What? Really? I'm busy with preparations, so if you'll excuse me. Wait a minute, Mary. It's not fair of you to ignore Kevin's feeling and end this conversation. Well, okay. Now's the only time when she can be so stubborn. The way we looked at each other at the moment, our feelings were real. If I can prove this love, she won't have any choice but to leave Kevin. She should start thinking about what she's going to do when she becomes a single mother. Mary, something bad has happened. What is it, Kevin? You're at work right now, right? That's right. What happened? While I was on my business trip, I got a report from a colleague that there was a woman snooping around the office. What? Really? She's been asking employees who came out of the company building if I'm having an affair while I'm away or if there's any women close to me. What? That's ridiculous. Yeah, I saw a picture that my coworker took of her and it was Michelle. Oh no, what the hell is she doing? She's not divorced from her husband, is she? I don't think so. My coworker is giving me a ride home today, so I hope I won't run into her again. Please come home safe. Yeah, I'll try my best. Damn it! Why won't you accept the $15,000 and the divorce papers too? Kevin is going to dump you, so I need you to accept it. I'll bring it to you again when you've cooled down, so please accept it this time. Kevin, Michelle is crazy. What's wrong? Just now, she handed me $15,000 in cash and divorce papers. What? Of course, I denied the money and asked her to leave. So, she did what she said she would before. I had the impression that she was a crazy person, but I didn't know that she was this bad. I'd like to talk to Michelle's husband, but he's working away from his family. Also, her parents passed away and his parents live far away. I see. It sucks that there's no one nearby who can stop this. Anyway, we have to do something about it. Talking to the kindergarten is difficult because it's not about our child. Oh God, I can't believe that our 10-year wedding anniversary is coming up and this kind of trouble was waiting for us. I know. We're in the middle of thinking about our anniversary plan as a family. Oh, Mary, I got a call from the jewelry store this morning and I have to stop on the way to pick up your ring. Oh, right. Today you were supposed to pick it up. Does that make you feel a little better? Yup, very much. You will love it. I can't wait. Hello. I'm sorry, Mary. Kevin proposed to me. I'll bring you the $15,000 and the divorce papers again, so please accept them. Huh? Oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I wanted to give you that much money. Then, I'll be over soon. Please wait. Why? Can you tell me more about how my husband proposed to you? Oh my. You want to hear? Yes, I do. My husband has no reason to propose to you. I have to ask you why he did it. Oh dear. You can't face reality, can't you? I really feel sorry for you. You're going to get hurt even more than you already are. Just explain it to me. I don't have a choice. I'll tell you about it. You're such an annoying person. Kevin stopped by a jewelry store on his way home from work. I thought, this can't be. I was watching him pick up the item. It was an engagement ring for me. So, as soon as he paid the bill, I got it. Now it's confirmed that Kevin loves me, right? I don't understand the situation now. Yes, it seems you finally understand. Now that you understand your position, please step aside. There's no room for you in between me and Kevin. Come on, Michelle. You're the only one who doesn't understand this situation. Huh? I'm going to pass my phone to Kevin. Huh? Oh, handsome. What are you doing? I told Mary I'm coming over there now. Michelle, this is Kevin, Mary's husband. Oh, hey, Kevin. Thanks for the engagement ring you gave to me. When did I ever propose to you? I know, even if you don't say it in words, because we were attracted to each other the moment our eyes met. Oh, but if you proposed to me with words, I would love it too. How about a restaurant with a beautiful night view at the luxury hotel? Oh yeah, I actually already prepared for the wedding. Huh? Tomorrow is our wedding anniversary, baby. What? Tomorrow? You're not divorced yet, but let's skip the details. As you can imagine, it was difficult to reserve a wedding venue, but I was able to rent out a nice restaurant. It's a miracle. I can't believe you proposed to me the day before the ceremony. This engagement ring is also very beautiful. Please return my wife's ring. Huh? Oh, you're going to say the words of the proposal after all, aren't you? Oh dear. And you call me your wife already. That ring belongs to my wife, Mary. What? Mary and I will soon celebrate 10 years of marriage. To mark this milestone, I decided to give my wife Mary a ring as a token of my appreciation for all she's done for me. What are you talking about? You gave me a ring. You snatched the bag from my hand and ran away, you thief. That's absolutely not true. I know. That's what Mary is threatening you to say. Is this mine? Yay! Huh? These are the words that you said at the moment you took the bag from my hand. Mary was not there, so there was no way she could have known about this. Wait, what about the engraving on the ring? K and M? They're the initials of our names, aren't they? Kevin's K and my name Michelle's M were engraved on it. Mary's name starts with M too. What? Mary, so it's M, right? No way! Let me tell you this. How can you have a romantic relationship with someone that you've never really talked or even exchanged contact information with? Don't you remember? 3 months ago at the school event, we saw each other for the first time. What school event? You mean you and I made eye contact at a school event? Yes, handsome. Oh, now you remembered. Our love definitely started there. I've never attended a school event before. Huh? I do drop off and pick up the kids from kindergarten once in a while, but the days of the school event always fall on the day I have to work, so I've never been able to go. What? No way! If you don't believe me, I can show you my attendance record. I'm sure that would prove you have the wrong man. So, the man who I saw, perhaps he was another child's father, or perhaps you were dreaming. Something like that, don't you think? Well, so it wasn't Kevin that I loved. Do you understand? Then please return the ring. No, I'll throw this ring away in the river along with the sorrow of my lost love. Huh? I'm glad I lived by a river. Goodbye, my love. Hey! Hey, Mary! What's $6,200 for the ring? That's not all. We filed a police report about your stealing the ring. The police? The jewelry store security camera caught you. It caught the exact moment you snatched the bag from my husband. Wait a minute. I didn't mean to steal anything. I didn't mean to make such big deal out of it if you just returned it, but you threw it away, didn't you? Someone saw you throw the ring out of your window into the river behind your house. You can't get away with it. I just thought it would soothe my broken heart. You wouldn't do that with a ring that was supposed to be given to me. Don't you have any common sense? And then I told your husband about this. What? One of the parents at the kindergarten has your husband's contact information. I was able to contact him through him. No way! You didn't have to go that far. You don't seem to realize that I had to go that far. I've just had my heart broken. You're a bastard. You can't reason with crazy. You're a thief. What? It's up to you if you decide what you would want to do from now on. I'm a thief? We'll deal with you through our lawyer. Seriously? I think it's time for you to face the reality. Bye then. Wait. Well, I had to pay $25,000 to cancel the wedding reservation at the restaurant. I don't have the money. Hey! Later that day, Michelle's husband came with the settlement amount and the money for the ring to apologize and request that the victim report be withdrawn. He said he did not want to give the mother a criminal record for the sake of their child. However, this money was Michelle's debt. They got divorced and her husband was custody of the child. In addition, she also had to pay the cancellation of a restaurant reservation she made due to her selfish outburst, of course. It seems that she was also charged for various other things and incurred a large amount of debt. Michelle is now living extreme poverty, using most of her salary to repay her debts. Unfortunately, the ring was never found. Once again, I bought a pair of rings for my husband and I. So, this is our 10th wedding anniversary. We hope to continue to have a happy life as a family.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.
Nicole, what's going on? Why are you at my house? Oh, Irene. Long time no see. I thought the doorbell was ringing nonstop, but it was you. You were deliberately ignoring me. No way. I was busy playing with my kids and couldn't get to the door. I'm just back from my parents' place, but can't open the door. I hear you and the kids going crazy inside. How dare you barge into my house and cause a ruckus? What are you thinking? It's my house, and I can do whatever I want. What are you talking about? This is my house. But you've been away for months. That means you don't need it anymore, right? So I decided to move in. Got a problem with that? You're out of your mind to do that just because I've been away. I was just staying with my parents until I delivered my baby. I wasn't home for just a couple of months. Wait, does that mean the baby's with you? Of course. I'm holding the newborn and carrying loads of luggage. Hurry up and open the door. Oh, well, even more reason not to let you in. What? Because with a small kid, the house gets dirty, you know. I just cleaned it yesterday. You can't bring a stinky baby into my house. God darn it, this is my house. Stop with the nonsense and let us in already. Nope. I've already brought my stuff inside. What do you mean? You see, I had a big fight with my husband and left with the kids. I wanted to rely on my mom, but she said to go back and talk it out with my husband. She wouldn't let me stay with her. So you tried to rely on me. How did you get in? Adam's been on an overseas assignment and your mom's the only one who has a spare key. I got it when I was at her house. What? You got the key from her? Nope. I borrowed it while she was in the bathroom. What the heck? So did you not only snatch the spare key but also change the lock? What you're doing is a crime. Don't go throwing around words like snatch and crime. It sounds bad. Anyway, wasn't this house bought by my brother? If it's his, it means it's also mine as his sister, right? What are you talking about? Never mind. This house is mine now. Pack up your stuff and get out with your baby. Fine, I'll leave then. Oh, why are you suddenly understanding? I'm done. Talking to you is a waste of time and I can't just wait outside with a baby. Yay! I'll gladly take this house then. I never really liked you, Irene. What? You seduced my little brother, and for some reason, even my mom seems to like you. I didn't seduce him. Anyway, I don't consider you part of the family. Just give up on this house and go back to your parents or something. I'm planning to break up your marriage eventually. Don't ever come back here. Honey, do you have time now?
Hey, hon. If I remember correctly, you're supposed to be back home today, right?
Right.
Sorry I couldn't pick you up. My assignment got extended.
No worries. Dad gave me a ride home. More importantly, I've got a problem right now.
Oh no. What's wrong?
Nicole has taken over our house.
What? Taken over?
I got home with my dad just a little while ago and heard her and her kids going crazy inside. She changed the lock and I can't get in. She's like, this is my house, so get out.
What the heck? Why is she there?
According to her, she had a big fight with her husband and left. Your mom wouldn't take her in, so she came to our place.
Oh, they don't get along. Mom has always had a hard time dealing with Nicole's whims. And after she got married, Mom even tried to keep her from coming home too often. So where are you now?
At your mom's place. She told me to come over when I called her, so I'm here with my dad and our son.
Oh, good. At least you didn't end up waiting outside. But what the heck's wrong with Nicole? How did she even get into the house?
She used the spare key we left with your mom.
What? Mom gave her the key?
No, she snatched it when your mom wasn't in the room, and then she even changed the lock on top of that. I asked your mom about it earlier, and she said she usually keeps it deep in a drawer because she rarely uses it.
Seriously, to find it in such a short time she was there is practically a theft.
I never imagined having our house taken over while I was away. Nicole's already brought her stuff there. What should we do now?
Sorry for the trouble. Let me try talking to her, so wait a bit.
Okay. Until she leaves the house, we'll be staying with your mom.
Got it.
Your mom's blaming herself for letting Nicole take the key.
She stole it, so she's messed up in the head to begin with.
Well, good luck talking to her.
Right. Later. Honey, I just spoke to Nicole.
Wow, you're fast.
Even though she's my sister, I'm seriously exasperated.
Oh no, what happened?
She's living in her own world. She thinks I'm on her side, claiming she kicked out the annoying wife for me. She plans for us to live together when I return.
Jeez.
Not only that, she started saying stuff like, "You've been cheating and the baby isn't mine."
That's insane.
I figured it's pointless to argue, so I just brushed it off.
I see. Well, she dislikes me, so she's making up all this nonsense to try to break us up.
There's no way I would believe anything she says, you know.
Hey, honey, I've got an idea.
Okay.
What if you keep pretending to be on her side?
For what?
Use the fact that she's trusting you to find out more about her situation and update me.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And I'm thinking about something else.
Tell me.
It's a bit complicated. Can I explain it to you later over the phone?
Sure. Alright then, I'll keep in touch with Nicole and let you know what's going on.
Yeah, please do.
Irene, hope you're having a pleasant night. Are you already asleep? You know, I was texting with Adam today, and I mentioned that you were cheating as a joke, and he totally bought it. I was just messing with him, you know. But he took it seriously, so I didn't correct him. Sorry if I've accidentally torn apart your marriage. Honestly, you're a nuisance to me. Now that I've got the head of your household on my side, it's game over for you. So, why don't you just take the baby and get a divorce already?
Hon, you good right now?
Yeah, go ahead. Just put Theo to sleep.
Guess what?
Tell me.
Nicole's planning a trip.
A trip?
According to her, once summer break starts, she's taking the kids on a 10-day trip to Myrtle Beach.
So?
Exactly. It's the perfect chance to execute the plan you were talking about.
Oh, great. Didn't expect it to happen so soon.
I'll fill you in on the exact details later.
Cool. Keep me posted.
Honey, looks like Nicole just left the house. Got a text saying she's in a taxi to the airport, so I think you're good to go.
Great. I'll contact the movers as planned.
Cool. Sorry for leaving everything to you. Being away, there's not much I can do.
No worries. Thanks to your info, it went all smoothly. Your mom's helping out too, so don't worry about it.
If anything comes up, let me know right away.
Sure, you take care too.
Irene! Hey, what's going on here?
Oh, Nicole, welcome back. Did you have a good trip to Myrtle Beach?
How do you know I went there? I mean, whatever. Where's my house?
What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb with me. My house is gone.
Your house? Did you have one?
It's the house you gave me. I just got here and it's gone. There's just an empty lot. What the heck?
I had it demolished by a contractor.
Demolished? What the heck are you doing? It was perfectly livable.
You couldn't tell at a glance, but the structure was severely deteriorating. I was planning to live there a bit longer, but someone took over the house, so I had it demolished earlier than planned. You're kidding. I intend to build an apartment building on that land. It's a good location and I can generate rental income. Wait. Once construction starts, it'll be dangerous, so please stay away for a while. What do you think you're doing? Demolishing my house without my consent? Are you insane? It was my house, and I had the freedom to do what I wanted with it. Wrong! It was mine. Well, technically Adam's, but it was mine as his older sister. I guess it was supposed to be revenge for breaking up your marriage, but you messed up, huh? I'll sue you for damages. Don't you get it already? That wasn't Adam's house. What? Originally, my grandfather built it. When he retired and moved to the countryside, he handed it over to me. The property's in my name, and I pay property taxes and everything. No way! So it has always been mine. What the heck? Aren't your assets supposed to become your husband's when you get married? Not necessarily, you know. Ugh, what should I do then? How do I explain this to Adam? He was supposed to divorce you and live with me in that house once he came back. No need to worry about that. Why not? We're not getting divorced. Yeah, right. He thinks you cheated on him. He believes the baby isn't his. I'm sorry for deceiving you until now. Huh? He knew everything from the start and has been on my side. No way! He doesn't believe any of those stories about the baby's father. No. He doesn't trust his own sister? In the first place, our son was born through fertility treatments due to my infertility issues, so the story of another man doesn't make sense. Then where am I supposed to go? Well, first, maybe back to your mom's. Oh no. After discussing it with her, she agreed to keep your belongings at her place. You spoke to Mom? Yes, be grateful to her. She agreed to accept you for my sake, even though she didn't want to live with a demanding and overbearing daughter. So I can live there? However, it's for a limited time. What? You're allowed to stay there for just a week. After that, she plans to kick you out without any hesitation. Yeah, right. She can't just kick me out with the kids. Yes, she's serious about it. Also, your husband contacted her. Oh no. So you were cheating on him, right? You lied about fighting and leaving the house. He found out about your affair and kicked you out. And he told you to leave without the kids, but you left with them anyway while he was at work. Because I thought I could get help from Mom if they were with me. You were trying to gain her sympathy, huh? But she didn't take us in. That didn't mean you could have taken over my house. You were way out of line. There was no other place to go, so what else could I do? Your husband's filing for a divorce. Divorce? What are you surprised about? You were cheating after all. But what about the kids? He intends to take custody. Absolutely not. He's too busy with work to handle parenting. His parents live nearby, so he might get support from them. I can't allow that. Usually mothers take custody of the kids after divorce, right? It's not always like that, you know. Someone who steals keys and takes over someone else's house, I doubt they can handle parenting properly. Wait a minute. So, I'll be all alone then? Aren't you planning a future with your boyfriend? Not exactly. He's also married. Yeah, it seems. I broke up with him as soon as my husband found out about the affair. He told me he had no intention of divorcing his wife. It's messed up. He was just playing with me. Your husband plans to claim child support from you. Child support? Well, obviously, you should receive a call from his lawyer soon. This is a joke. I've been a housewife. He knows I don't have that kind of money. I splurged on the trip too. That's not my concern. Well, then I have to go. Wait, Irene! Irene, what am I supposed to do? Hi, Irene. Are you free now? I want to talk to you about something. What's going on? I'm about to take Theo for a stroll. Please make it short. Oh, it's a disaster, you know. What do you mean? My husband's demanding alimony and child support. On top of that, I'm getting threats and harassment from my ex's wife. Well, what did you expect? Why? I've already broken up with him.
But the fact remains that you were fooling around.
Also, Mom said the deadline had passed and kicked me out of the house. I have no money and nowhere to go. What am I supposed to do from now on?
How would I know? You have to find a job and get a place to live on your own.
So I have a favor to ask you. Can you let me stay with you for a while?
Excuse me?
You had your previous house demolished and moved somewhere else, right?
Well, yeah, I'm currently living in a new apartment.
Can you tell me the address then? Since Adam's still away, it should be okay for me to move in, right?
No, thank you.
Why not? We're family.
Family? Don't kid yourself. I won't let a trash like you who took over my house and locked me out when I came back with a newborn baby call me family.
What did you just call me?
Is that all you wanted to talk about? I'll never tell you where I live, and never in a million years I'll let you move in here.
Can you lend me some money then?
What?
My savings won't cover the alimony and child support. I've only been a homemaker, so finding a good paying job is difficult, you know. I'll pay you back later, so can you lend me like $50,000?
I'll have to decline.
How about $30,000 then? Please, Irene, you have a job, so you must have money, right?
I have no intention of lending you even a single cent. Figure it out on your own.
What's the matter with you all? Why do I have to go through all this pain by myself?
It's your own fault, you know. Well then, bye.
Hold on, Irene. Please don't leave me like this.
Nicole and her husband finalized their divorce, and he successfully got custody of their kids. In the end, she ended up borrowing money to pay alimony and child support. Currently, she has a live-in job, working from morning till night. She's desperately trying to repay her debts. It seems that she has harbored a grudge against me since I married her brother. Perhaps that's why she took the drastic step of trying to take over my home. Occupying a house that was soon to be demolished was plain stupid. As for me, I'm peacefully living in our new apartment with my son. Adam is expected to return soon from his overseas assignment. From now on, we're looking forward to enjoying a happy life together as a family of 3.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.